Dude, you were flawless.
Jackbox uninterrupted.
You were flawless.
Because this is my life.
You were flawless.
Monsters seeking monsters.
I got purple-hearted for this game. I hope you know.
I had an achievement for playing that.
That was a really fun. That was a really fun Jackbox game.
What's Jackbox?
What?
It's when. No, that's rude. I'm not going to say that. It's a collection of games, several collections of games from the same people who made the trivia game. You Don't Know Jack, and you play it online with people, but you use your phone as a controller.
Well, you don't have to play it online with people, but that's an option.
I mean, either way, it's played over the internet.
Yes, it
even
is.
if you're playing it with people in the same room as you.
True.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just and on a couple of recent nights, Nate's birthday and this past Tuesday, we streamed a session of Jackbox for the podcast, and we all played it together on our phones, and we were just like, "Ha ha! I said a funny thing. Vote for me." Or I said an absolutely abhorrent pickup line. I hope everyone sees it.
Oh, I said some really bad pickup lines.
Oh, my favorite one was to Lexi when she was a ghost, and I said, "Hey, baby, want to pass through my walls?"
That was a really good one. That was a really good.
Remember how someone was like surprised by my thing? It's just like, and then you're like, it's almost like she's been making ghost puns this entire time.
Yes, the surprise plot twist reveal that surprised no one.
I had a lot of fun being the goo monster too.
Yeah, that was cool.
The goo monster was cute.
It's true.
I was like, this is my fetish.
Yours too, huh?
Hey, you want to be part of my team? Obscure Twilight reference.
Yes, Team Jacob.
My brain couldn't think of what team it was, so I was like, just team. Just say team. Alright, I should call using the Google. Hopefully one day, I don't know. I think there's like a software issue and a hardware issue between Jim's technology, you know what I mean? I think there's a communication issue because updated technology can sometimes not correspond with the other one. And
what?
Well, it has to do with. Okay. Don't let me start explaining how technology works, man. I will start explaining.
I mean, I did work in the electronics department of a department store for almost a decade, but go on.
I don't know everything you know.
But I don't even know everything I know.
But I'll stop.
It's a mystery.
I'll stop.
I just read a fantastic post. Did you know that Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher watched the Yoda Rock and Rollin' video together? The bad Star Wars lip sync.
That's awesome.
Apparently, Mark Hamill's just reminiscing. He's like, the bad lip reading people. I love them. I showed Carrie the Yoda one. Woo hoo hoo, whatever it's called. And we were dying. I showed it to her and the trailer, in her trailer, and she loved it. It's just like, ah.
Oh, yay.
What? Oh my god, I need this.
What was that?
Okay. I think
Hello?
Okay, this... Oh my god.
Smith?
Yeah?
Hi.
Why have I terrified Alexis?
I don't know. I don't know why you're terrified, Alexis.
Could you convey my apologies?
Yeah. What did you do?
I'm going to get really, really fat this October. I know it.
Why?
Because apparently there's a website, the official Sour Patch Kids website, where you can create your own custom 2-pound box of Sour Patch Kids. Like, only the colors you like and none of the colors you don't.
That sounds very dangerous.
It does.
Not to me. I don't get the appeal.
I'm looking it up right now to see if it's real.
Oh no,
How
no,
much
no!
it is.
I don't. I'm not into that stuff, Matt. But if for other people, that sounds dangerous. Like Matt, I'm kind of with you. Like I'd rather eat chocolate any day than any gummy stuff anytime. It's not that I don't. I don't enjoy. It's not that I don't. I mean, I kind of do enjoy gummies, but not as much as chocolate. Chocolate trumps all.
Yeah.
So the video you guys were talking about, was that Seagull Stop It Now?
Well,
Okay.
what video?
Also,
The Yoda bad lip reading.
Oh yeah, the seagulls.
yeah.
They'll poke your feet.
Also, last week I was looking at my character, and I went back and did some math, and it looks like I thought that I had an ability that I didn't, but I haven't used it yet. It was the one where you get an extra die, an extra superiority die at the beginning of an encounter if you didn't have one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I don't have that, but I do get an API.
Okay.
And I don't have any books, and I was looking on the internet, and it's hard, so I was wondering if anybody has any suggestions as far as feats.
Well, there's a left foot and a right foot.
I prefer the left
You
foot.
take, if you take Martial Adept, you get, I believe, either 1 or 2 additional superiority die.
Did you say that there was one that would let me grapple larger creatures or something?
Grappler, maybe?
That does not.
Okay, yeah, I know that exists, but I don't know what it does.
No, there isn't one that does it like that.
Okay.
You may be thinking of Brawny, which lets you lift as though you were a larger creature.
Oh, yeah. I should probably get that one. I have been having trouble lifting things that I thought I should be able to lift, but apparently I couldn't. So.
It will
No.
double your lifting capacity.
The reason you're not able to lift it because you're a human. Just look at my chin.
Rowan also has the Brawny feat.
No, it's my neck. I'm sorry, I misquoted.
I keep hearing that as the Granny feat.
The Granny feet?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Rowan has the feat that lets her turn into a winged horse.
Damn. You're a Pegasus?
Mm.
Like in Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, she Pegasus is famine all the time.
Wow.
I
Wow. 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 Wow.
Turns out I can. Turns out I can. It's even worse than I thought. I can order them in 5-pound bags.
Oh,
damn.
God.
5-pound boxes.
Well. Whelp.
R.I.P. your pancreas.
You little whelp. I'm so glad I got the Humble book.
What would happen is, if you ask me, what actually would work, my tongue would shrivel up before I got halfway down the box.
I'm so glad I got
If
the
I had a nickel for every time that's happened to me,
you would be rich because it
I mean,
never
what?
happened. You would be poor because it never happened to you.
right, yeah, it never happened to me. Because that would not be a thing that I would be bragging about. If anything, I would brag about the opposite.
Braggadocio.
It just makes me think of this Brian where it's just like, if I had a penny for every time I wasn't cool, I'd have no pennies. And it then just shows him like with Pokemon, this 11-year-old kid with Pokemon cards falling out of his hands, saying, "Hate on." This
I
is
have a rules
great.
question.
What's up?
Does anybody know off the top of their head if you get an ability score bonus from a feat that you take, and your
Depends on what
that ability score is already at 20? Does that point just go away, or what?
Yes.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, it does not help you boost it up past 20 unless it says it does so in the feat. And I believe that Brawny specifically says it's up to a maximum of 20.
All right, so I couldn't like use it and then take that point, put
No.
it somewhere else.
Only
No.
racial feats generally
Unless
go past
Nate says
20.
you can.
Only racial feats go past 20.
Some magical abilities and the
Yeah.
very rare class feature.
Those are rare. I mean, and magic items, duh, they let you go past 20 because they're magical.
Well, most of those stat raising magic items just bring you to a particular score.
That is true.
Oh, the giant
I
strength,
have-
the ogre strength.
I'm reading on this Brawny feat. It says if you gain proficiency in athletic skill, if you already have proficiency in that skill, you add double your proficiency bonus to checks made with it. And I already get double my athletic skill.
It doesn't stack.
It doesn't
It
stack.
doesn't stack.
Nope.
No. Sounds like the brawny feat is not really worth it.
Yeah, the only benefit it would give you is the double of lifting.
All right.
It depends how much it means to you.
The other one was martial adepts.
So this
That would stack with your existing Battle Master dice.
article just depressed me. 10 years later, the world of Scott Pilgrim is just gone.
Toronto?
Well, like, when they filmed the original film of Scott Pilgrim versus the World, they were so painstakingly, like, worked to go with the locations described in the comics that were actual locations.
Mhm.
Through gentrification, the only thing that really is still there is, like, Scott's apartment, which is an actual building, which is now owned by an Airbnb, which hardcore nerds pay a lot of money to visit. Like, every other building that they brought up has either been redesigned or something like that.
Wait,
So
the
it's just like,
castle?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
gentrification.
Yeah.
The library where he meets Ramona has been redone. It's just, yeah.
Yep. That's how things roll. The world changes.
Fuck gentrification.
We change the world.
What's that?
Said I'm not going to take martial adept. It doesn't do anything for me except for I gain one. Like I have all of the maneuvers I really need.
Okay.
Well, then take a stat point. Well, 2 stat points.
I just sent you something important, Matt.
Sorry, Lexi, what?
I just sent you something important.
What do you
Is
say?
it gay?
What do
I
you
just sent you something important, Matt.
I heard you.
We
I
heard
asked
you.
If it was gay.
You'll have to open it to find out.
Oh.
No. Mitch. What did you say? Before he was interrupted?
Oh, that's all right. I said that I'm not going to get that other feed either.
Yeah,
I need to
just
figure out something. Yep.
put 2 stat points. You get 2 stat points every level.
I know. The stat points. I mean, everything that I need to be at 20 is at 20, and
Well,
not really have a,
you can round off certain points.
I know, but it really doesn't make sense for me to put any more points. I'm gonna find a feat.
Do you have the grappler feat already, Mitch?
I don't. The errata basically neuters it.
Oh, I haven't seen the errata for it.
You have a dexterity of 16. You could have a dexterity of 18.
It's true.
All right.
What kind of armor do you have?
None.
All right, then your armor would go up because you're using the unarmored bonus from your barbarian, right?
I think that would bring it up 2 points.
No, 1 point. It would go
Just
up.
1 point.
Your armor would go up by 1 point. Your initiative would go up 1 point. Your damage would go up by 1 point if you're using finesse weapon.
Yeah.
Well, if you're using a finesse weapon,
20
with
would have
dex.
to be a missile weapon.
Or missile weapon.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna do.
Maxing your dex would be very important for someone that's partial rogue. Especially if you have your AC bonus.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
true. It'll help
partial
while you're
rogue. Yeah,
locked.
you're rogue and barbarian. Dex is great for both.
All right, I'm doing it.
Makes
This is
sense.
Rogue Gary.
A rogue barian. The legitimate combo. A legitimate combo is doing rogue and
Arbor
barbarian.
rogue.
I'll update your sheet on my sheet. My copy of yours.
All right.
Papa, can you hear me? Well, can you?
What?
Papa, can you hear me?
I completely tuned you out. I'm sorry.
Papa, can you hear me?
I can see
What
your
is that
mouth
from?
moving. It's just blah 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
I'm
Look.
not calling you daddy.
You're way too young to be my daddy.
I said, Papa, can you hear me? That means someone else is my Papa.
That's true.
I call myself daddy. I'm very lonely.
I'm my own daddy. Jesus Christ. Just like Fry has his own grandfather.
Wow, there's only 2 skills that require dex.
Yeah, but they're important fucking skills.
Athletics.
Also, Dex will help with your thieves tools checks.
Yes. You're upping like your actual dex bonus, your AC, your initiative, athletics, and damage. And to hit. Depending on what you're using. That's 6 things. It just makes sense. A faster Rick means more nimbleness. I can do more thieves things, you know?
More like
you can pick
quick
up
the
longer
brick.
after the
Am
weapon.
I right?
My fingers are nimble.
Giggity.
I like to nimble my fingers. Mama, can you hear me? How's that? Mama, can you hear me? What?
I go with the classics. Mama, I just killed a man.
Mama, I just killed a man. Stuck my gun against his head. Pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Nah, that's pretty bad. Anyways,
It wasn't exactly rhapsodic.
definitely not.
More like quixotic. Am I right?
You're just a little cereal guy, right?
No, that's Quick Oats. I was talking about Don Quixote.
No, the famous flavors of Captain Crunch. They were Crisp and Quake.
All right.
The little guy in the flying saucer.
So last time on DBZ, we were in the middle of battle of the giant mummy and the other mummies, because what's her name, the bitch,
The bitch.
was being bitchy again and decided that she wanted to fuck you over because you fucked her over. Which,
By not letting her fuck us over.
yes. And now that's happened, we ended on Mitch's turn when he fell. Did you fall asleep?
Yes.
Classic.
Speaking of falling asleep, I took a long nap right before the game today, so I should be fine.
That's fine.
So you were practicing to sleep more?
Yeah, well, I have a time where if I need to go, I'm just gonna go because I have work in the morning.
You have an organ in the morning?
Hopefully she's got
Yes.
organs
Yeah.
left alone.
I have an appointment with my pancreas. I can't miss it. I've skipped it 3 times this week.
Yeah, an appointment to poison your pancreas with Sour Patch Kids.
That poor pancreas. That poor pancreas.
Don't you fucking judge me.
That Grace?
Spank.
Grace is like ancient wrestling. It's ancient martial art is wrestling.
Oh.
Greek stuff. Yeah. Grace.
I was talking about the organ that produces insulin.
I know, but I was trying to be funny.
I thought organs just.
I've never been so insulinated in my entire life.
What about Organ Smith?
I thought they produced music.
They do.
Yes, sweet, sweet music.
Fleshy music.
Good.
Like the Federation.
Good body has to be organic.
And they call me the pun master at work. They should listen to my group. Yes, I'd prefer natural organs. Homegrown in my laboratory. You can't spell organ without org. And you can't spell orgasm without org either. I deserve this.
This awkward silence.
Yes, I deserve it.
Oh, I actually gave a really witty retort. I actually forgot that I had muted my mic. So I'm just going to say that the retort is gone forever.
Gone into the ether.
Because it's just like, oh, wow, they didn't react. That was gold. And it's just like, oh, no, I'm fucking muted.
For what it's worth, I appreciate you reporting your retort.
Tort.
And that's what bakers are really good with, like if they're snappy retorts.
Yes. Also lawyers.
Nice.
Lawyers.
Usually on a case-by-case basis, though.
A cake-by-cake basis? What?
Ah, yes.
No one on the internet wants to see your butthole. Get out of here.
Well, they just did.
Yes, anyway, everyone subscribe to Malcav's OnlyFans.
Full circle. That's been happening a lot lately.
I just covered her first circle, so no one would see it.
And I got to admit, I'm fairly sure that somewhere out on the internet, somebody wants to see that butthole.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Facts.
Hashtag
human,
facts.
I honor you with my butthole. Thank you, Kat. Yes, we know to see it is divine. That is why we share it with you.
Hey, the Egyptians worship cats for a reason.
Other cats look at us as just like
Was their butthole,
the
though.
fools. They cover their buttholes. Yes, we must show them.
There's a thing on the internet that I swear is a joke, or maybe it's real, or was a joke that became real. That they put gems around their cats so it hangs over their assholes.
Yes.
I think it was a joke at first that became real. It would not surprise me. It is Tay Internets. So, I remember where everyone's placement is, ironically, for some reason.
I don't remember where my placement is because I don't know what the map looks like.
You're in the grill of the freaking mummy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, where's Death then?
What if the mummy's aboard?
Death is on the back, and
Well, Crumb already asked him who his daddy was, and no one laughed.
so just
I
don't.
was in the back, right?
Yes, you're in the back, and about the midsection, on to the right is Erica, and Percival. On to all the way to the right is Famine, cutting up some mummies like it's no one's business. Especially
With a sword that is now flaming.
Yes, like it's gonna be a massacre. Nonetheless, and up front right now is Rick, and jeez, hold on, water. That's better. Rick and Matt's Crumb. Matt's character.
Yeah,
Matt's
no, you have to be
character.
more specific because I actually have two right now.
Because the mummy moved forward enough for they're in range of each other.
There's also a couple of the things I have to quickly mention for sake of clarity.
There is a
Death
storm.
is 60 feet up in the air, and there's a storm sphere.
I didn't forget either of those. Trust me.
There's also a lair action in effect that's preventing us from casting spells that are like 4th level or lower.
Yes.
It doesn't prevent us, it just makes it hurt.
Yeah, it gives us a migraine, psychic damage or whatever.
Psycho damage.
Makes us make a concentration save.
Did I take any more damage? I'm at 219 right now.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
You dealt infinity billion damage. You took 1.2 damage.
Okay.
I can reread it again. Where's the lair action? Lair actions, okay. On initiative roll, any non-undead creature at the 4th level or lower in the mummy's lair is wrecked in pain if the creature chooses another action or tries to. But if it tries to cast a spell, it must make a DC 20 concentration save. On a fade save, it takes 1d6 damage per level of the spell, and the spell has no effect and wasted. So yes, as Matt was right, because I remember that happening. And it has to be level 4 or lower, though.
Yeah, well, that's all the spells that Rowan has. Also, Crumb's spells only go up to 4th level. Did the lair actions have any kind of time limit on them? Do they reset every round the next time the lair makes an action?
Yes, and that would be anything below the Pharaoh, which the only people that really have chances are Percival and Erica. And then when it comes to Pharaoh's turn, the lair action starts again.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because it's top of the 20 initiative, which is Pharaoh's turn.
So, hypothetically, if the lair makes a different action next round, Rowan might be able to cast a spell.
Hypothetically, if I change the lair action.
Yeah, if you don't make the same action. Yeah, hypothetically. Okay.
Hyper. So each turn on the Pharaoh's turn, he activates it. Because there's really no other ones that are in particular. And besides, there's always a constant one.
There's the one that prevents healing.
That's not a layer action, though.
That isn't?
Nope. That's a curse. That's the curse that's in effect. It's called the regional effect. Yeah. Once the Pharaoh's woken up, that regional effect happens.
X, I hate it. Gotta cancel it.
Until you kill the Pharaoh. And all
That's how I'm gonna cancel it.
And all treasure you bring with you is cursed with you if you leave without killing the Pharaoh. So you kind of have to kill the Pharaoh.
I'm fairly sure we're not going to leave without killing the Pharaoh.
Hey, I'm going to stop mid-battle and just leave and bring all the gold. Oh shit, I can't heal because the Pharaoh's curse is still around because I have the Pharaoh's money and shit.
Well, remember, if the Pharaoh leaves, he's the one who's cursed.
Curse!
Maybe we can force him out.
And he would have gotten away with it if it weren't for us meddling kids.
If only Pestilence were here, then she could banish him to another plane of existence.
Yeah, that would do it.
Can we banish him to a plane of non-existence?
We're trying!
It's the 9 hells problem now. You sent a mummy lord to the 9 hells? I thought it would work.
He just got stronger.
I think we should send him to the plane of fire.
Pestilence, what'd you do? I gave him a bag of beans. Why?
Because it was fun. I could create a music video with the Pharaoh's character sheet? Nice. Why would I want to do that?
You have to use the song Pharaoh, Pharaoh, which is a parody of Louie Louie, often sung by youth church pastors.
Alright, this is a constant effect. Water and food molds and evaporates instantly. And spoiled drinks. And wine turns into vinegar, for instance. Divination cast in the layers, creatures, and our Lord is 25%, provided misleading results determined by the DM. The division has a chance to fail or become enemy cast multiple times, and that chance is increased by 25%. If that creature takes treasure from the layer until the treasures return, the curse of their target has disadvantage on saving throws and lasts until remove curse or other magic. And then I believe the Pharaoh has his own thing where you can't... so many things. If you get the Pharaoh curse, you cannot... Oh, it's this one. It's a legendary action that I have him do, and it's called Channel Negative Energy. That means you cannot heal.
Oh, that's where that came from.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought it was the layer.
I
thought that was the first layer action, and then we went to a different one.
It's called the Whirl in the Sand. The Pharaoh magically. Nope, that's the different one. It's here somewhere. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, Channel Negative Energy. It's so hard to read when I have it like this. The Pharaoh randomly magically unleashes negative energy. Creatures within 60 feet. That's a lot of you. And the Pharaoh's really big since he's a huge size, so that's a really big area. That's pretty much the whole room. Including barriers and around corners, cannot regain hit points until the Pharaoh's end of the next turn. So as long as he keeps casting that one, he is like that. Why? Wait, can I just do that? I don't like how this image program works. I can't do it, Captain. I can't do it, Captain. Oh, wait. No, that's better. Okay, I didn't know I could do that. Cool, I can drag the image around. What a drag.
You can't do that.
Well, I just did.
Okay.
Alright, Rick the Brick, it is your turn. You are face to face with...
Too late, he's asleep again. We talked for too long.
Oh, no! You are face to face with this giant, beefy well, not giant, it's huge, beefy, gigantic mummy that looks like someone crossbreed the Hulk with something else. It's just like buff.
I'm gonna smash my brick right into its nose hole.
The one
All right,
that
funny story, guys. In another chat, I literally, as Nate said the word Hulk, I clicked to post a GIF of the Hulk in response to the word smash.
And I've got dice. Check this out. I'm gonna make a roll.
you're gonna make a
your own
roll.
dice? What?
Can you do that?
Is that allowed?
If any of you need to make a dice roll, there's a dice roll in the live show section. It's called Dice Rolls, and that's what that's for. No other things, Matt.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I rolled a natural 3, so I'm assuming that didn't hit.
Add
No.
your stuff.
I'm gonna do it again. Oh, well. I fell off. I rolled a natural 1, so
That misses.
yeah.
How
And
many?
wow, I'm gonna take the die and it's gonna get exiled.
Dice jail.
And
Dice
for my
jail.
last,
I have
my
a lot
last
of
attack,
dice that hate
I'm
me.
doing what-
I have a whole bag full of dice that hate me.
For my last attack, I'm going to let Chrome attack.
Hey, Crumb, guess
Oh, cool.
what? You get to attack.
Okay,
It's
hold
the
on.
warlord thing again.
Not Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad.
I was just turning on our YouTube stream so that we could, I could have these nerds on 2 screens.
Why would you want that?
I don't know. Traffic?
Cool. I dig it.
Okay. Dice rolls. And this is melee. I don't have to throw the hammer. We're
No,
in each
you're
other's
in melee
throats, right?
because the guy decided to walk up to you, which wasn't very long of a walk. It's literally 1, 2, and I'm there.
Yeah.
He big guy.
Shit, I forgot to rage.
I don't know what to tell you.
Your turn isn't over yet. You
I
still got a
rage.
bonus. You still got a bonus action?
Yeah.
Well,
Then
you can-
rage.
Then rage.
Oh, yeah.
Now you're
Natural
raging.
20!
Damn, that's a crit, dog.
That's a crit with a smite attached. Too bad I already used my 4th level spell slots.
I didn't do it.
Remember, you get to add my superiority
D10
die.
Sartorius.
Oh yeah, and that doubles too.
I'll double you in a few seconds here and do
All right.
in half.
Plus 4d6. 5d6 because I'm a half-orc and I get extra critical damage.
Cork, cork, cork.
2d4 from my ring. 2d8 from improved divine smites, and 2, 4, 8d8 from the 3rd level spell I'm about to blow. Plus-
You blow that spell out of your ass. No.
That's that's where the chain of returning attaches.
Damn.
That's awkward.
Nate opened the door to that joke, and I wanted to make him regret it.
It's hard to make me to regret things. It really is.
Did it work? 96 damage!
Chain of returning, not a chain of receiving.
But I get to re-roll 2 of those d6s.
I don't like this. Can I go home now?
So that's actually 101 damage.
So what's 101 plus 79? Matt?
It's 180.
It's 180, yeah. I hit him so hard, he turns a 180, and he's facing the other way.
No, I'll give you a 180.
It's too bad we're not using facing rules.
Yeah.
Why would we use those?
I don't know. They just seem to overcomplicate matters. It's not like you can't turn your head in battle and go, hey, there's someone behind me.
Okay.
Thank you, Rick. That was glorious.
I
Yeah,
still,
turn your
I still have a movement action left.
And what are you doing with it?
So I'm going to use that to take a 5-foot step and hopefully get into a flanking position.
Good luck.
Well, get closer to one anyway.
Good luck.
Yeah,
Thank
I think it needs more than 2 of us to flank this guy because he's too big under Nate's house rules.
Yeah, I like those house rules. They're my favorite.
Well, I want to, get into a better position anyway.
Okay.
Try to get so that if somebody comes up
And
and
it, I
triple flanks him or quadruple flanks him, then we can get him flanked.
all right. Legendary action.
No, thank you.
Well, that's too bad. It's happening.
Yeah, Jim said no, so
Return to sender.
Return to sender.
Uno the first card.
Wild, draw 4.
Reverse. Reverse. Reverse draw 4. We should all play some Uno someday.
No, because our friendships couldn't take it.
Really? You don't think so? You don't think our bond is strong enough?
It's Uno.
That's like,
Oof.
I don't
No.
know. No. That's
Oof,
not the
no.
worst.
Can you imagine us trying to play Monopoly together? You've seen what happens when we play Smash.
Our friendship has survived so far.
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever stays in Smash stays in Smash.
I'm not mad at Lexi for chucking me off the stage at all. I've completely forgotten that happened.
I'm not mad at Matt kicking my ass that one round. Jeez, if I was salty, if I lived with that for the rest of my life, that would suck.
Yeah, I mean, it was only like
that round where I kept getting items and summons, and you got mad and bailed.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It was almost
I have completely forgotten that too.
almost like you came down with like zero, like having taken 0 damage, but I just grabbed you and threw you off the stage. And
Yeah,
won.
you were just like GTFO.
But
No, I'm not mad. That was glorious.
but just because I rage quit, I'm not mad. It doesn't affect my friendship with Matt at all.
That's cool. Yeah.
Why would I hold that against Matt? It's a game. They're just games.
Rejection sensitivity dysphoria.
I mean, yes, that happened in the moment, but at the moment it's gone.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry. I'm gonna yawn. I'm gonna send. Jeez, double yawn. Like, I had a big one and then a second small one right after. That was so weird. Alright, Jesus.
The Millennium Falcon is a friendship.
Okay. Oh,
I'm
shit.
having a hard time pulling off jokes.
This just means I'm getting tired. Anyway, Mitch, my legendary action. You are being hit by a hand of awfulness. Does a 19 hit you?
It does not.
All right, you successfully evade the attack.
My AC right now is 22.
Well, there you
Nice.
go. See?
It's because you put your decks up.
And you listen to the DM. See? See?
I
I'm
do.
not always against you. I'm just against you half the time.
Like when
Just
you're a big
most
giant
of the
mother.
time.
It's my job to be against you and for you. It's a complicated. It's a complicated relationship. DMs need to have that relationship status. It's complicated with their players. You know,
Yeah.
it's complicated.
Imagine putting that on Facebook though, and everyone's just like, "Wow, are you in a polycule?"
I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, all right. So that was Rick. Since that's the last legendary that Mister person has. Now it's Rowan. Rowan.
All right.
I think his name is Mr. Bill. Because of Bill.
Oh
Like the old reference of Bill and the clay guy, and they throw him on the window, or you need to work
Yeah, I
out
was
and they
thinking
put him
that
on
might
the
be
treadmill, and that is so old school.
Personally, I like my original bad guy, William C. Piper.
I like Varric.
You
Take
like
another
my bad guy,
note!
William C. Piper.
I don't get the reference. I'm sorry.
What's a short version of William?
Bill Cipher. Oh. Okay. I just realized that. I forget sometimes that Bill is short for Will. It's confusing. Or William. You okay?
Superman calls Captain Marvel, like Shazam, Bill out of respect. He's not Billy. He's Bill. I think that's kind of cool.
You're
Man's
cool.
a good guy.
Yeah. Rowan is, for better or worse, going to attempt again to cast Call Lightning.
All right, make your check.
And yeah, Constitution saving throw.
Yep. You got this. I believe you.
She is going to spend inspiration.
I mean, I don't want you to win, but I believe you. You can do it. Don't do it.
I want you to succeed. Don't succeed.
Don't do it.
Don't smoke.
Are you smoking yet?
What about that sign that says we don't want kids to smoke? I mean, we want kids to smoke.
What about that sign that says the last sign was a lie? We actually do want kids to smoke.
Does an 18 make it?
Yes. No, wait.
Yeah!
Wait. Sorry.
No, come on.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news or non-bad news.
You were the bearer of good news just then. You can stay with it.
No, it's a 20.
Not a bear, very little bang.
You are 2 away, sir. Sorry, madam. I'm sorry, madam. My brain said yes. My brain wanted to say yes, but it's actually no.
Boy,
Your mind was
Is
telling
your
you.
brain the one that matters because you're the DM?
So
Yeah.
your mind was
You
telling
could
you
have
no.
totally decided then to give it to me.
Yeah. But then I was like, wait a minute, let me check.
Mine was telling you no. Your body is telling me.
Pretty much.
All right, that's her turn.
Sorry.
She
Oh, yeah,
uses
take
a key
1d6.
point. She uses a key point as a bonus action to dodge with patient defense, so it's disadvantage to hit her.
There's no hit. Just happens.
No, but anyone until her next turn.
Oh,
will have
okay.
Yes.
I clear crystal, sorry. Take 3 damage.
Okay.
Necrotic.
Okay.
As you feel the icy hand of death upon you.
Ew.
Why is it clear as crystal? Why is
It's
it
not a
never
turn on to
clear?
her at all.
Why is it never clear as mud?
Well,
No,
I
I've
mean,
heard clear as mud,
clear as
It's ironic.
mud.
but I've heard it.
That sounds like someone was trying to do a joke or something. Yeah, clear
Yeah,
as mud.
no. So someone is specifically saying, no, that's not clear at all. It's about as clear as mud.
Yeah. Matt, you're muddying up things. Got it.
That's a legit saying, though.
I know. I'm trying to be funny.
After my joke, laugh, Daddy, please.
All right, Percival, you're up.
I'm up.
No, you're down. Or left. Or right.
I get knocked down, but I get up again.
So we got a big giant mummy. And we got some other smaller mummies outside the storm sphere in the hallway.
Yep. Who on their turn will be zapped with awfulness, but they will be approaching. Too bad they move really, really fucking slow.
Too bad for them.
Yeah, too bad. I'm so upset about that.
I am.
Death is there. I'm fairly sure Death can handle it. I think I'll go join the pig pile on the big guy.
All right.
Welcome, Percy. Welcome.
So you move into the dead guy's square.
Now we have advantage, right? Because there's 3 of us?
Yes, I'll allow it.
Excellent.
So I have flanking now.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
2 attacks with 2-headed sunblade.
Oh, you're wielding it two-handedly. Nice.
I am.
Extra damage.
Yeah. Plus, I don't have a shield anyway.
It's damage.
I'm sorry. Damage. My bad. I like how I said it wrong, and then you said it even more wronger.
32, I'm guessing
Wrong
hits.
hair.
That's perfect. Well, how much?
32 with the first swing.
Wronger. All right, hang on. Let me check.
There you go.
No. No, 32?
Yeah.
Okay, yes. I'll say
How about
yes.
Does a 22 hit with the other swing?
No. So somewhere between 30 and 22.
Crumb hit him with a 33, if that helps.
Okay, he's still undead.
C.
That's good because I rolled crappy. 6 for the basic damage.
Uh-huh.
Plus 4 makes 10 total.
So,
With the radiant undead damage.
you come around with your sword and you slice into it as that light shimmers brightly as it burns into it, and you can feel it shuddering as it rips through it, and it opens up in a bright light and it unravels and dust everywhere. And the other mummies start to crumple and unravel and tangle down into the ground in dust.
Whoa.
I wanted to kill it.
Well played, Percival. I kind of wish you'd led with that.
Without your slight wall up there, I don't think the 10 points would have really knocked it over.
Fair enough. A deft finishing touch.
And you see on the ground a ring in front of you, Smith.
I look at the ring carefully without touching it.
Okay. It's a nice silver ring.
Does it have little, I don't know, evil runes, pictures?
Nope.
Just a few letters going around the outside in an ancient elven dialect that you don't understand.
Live, laugh, love? What?
It's some kind of basic
Rebecca.
white girl.
Rebecca loves Sowery.
Oh.
I have only
I.
you and my. I only have the hots for you. No. The ring of power is Sauron's promise ring. He's only.
No,
As long as I stay pure. You're evil.
in the eye of Sauron.
Oh, in the eye of Morgoth.
Oh. It's
That's
the
big.
eye of the Sauron. It's the thrill. Oh.
Let's risk my soul.
You touch it?
I touch it and cast Identify.
Hooray! It seems
I
to.
am not putting it on my finger.
It seems to really like you. The
What's
ring.
a ring liking Percy?
Sure, I mean, you can name
What
it
is a
whatever
ring?
you want it to be named. But this ring seems to like you, and it seems if you wield this ring, it'll add one ice damage to whatever you hit with.
Full insight on the ring.
The qualities I detect?
What was that?
Does it have any other qualities?
Well, it doesn't require attunement, so there's that, and it gives you a +1 to spells you hit with, and the weapons,
Nice.
and 1+1 damage to all to your attacks.
Spell or weapon attacks.
Yep.
And +1 to hit with both as well.
Yep. +1 to hit.
And +1 damage.
Yep.
Cool.
Happy birthday.
Why, thank you.
And you get 1 inspiration. No, 2 inspiration. I'll give you 2 because that was an epic kill.
Thank you.
Matt, you get 1 secretly too because you did a lot of half the other life.
You did the setup.
I'm gonna give mine to Mitch because he gave me his attack to do it. So
There you go.
just gonna.
It's like, damn, dude, you like that crit? It was like half his life.
Is the Lich Bitch still here?
No. By the way, you start to feel the ceiling and the floor shifting and sand starts coming down and all that, and you feel the cracking and a brick falls down. Not brick.
Teleportation circle.
Do you have the time to do that as another giant sandstone comes down in front of you?
Yeah, it takes a minute to cast.
Which is why. Let me double check here.
And you start to feel like everything start crumbling. One by stone just plummeting. You could feel the pyramid starting to collapse.
Okay, time for the teleport spell. Not the circle. The 1 action spell.
There you go. That's the spell you want to use. And all your treasures uncursed.
I and up to 8 willing others.
Nice.
Are you guys all willing?
No! Eric is not willing. No. What about
Yeah, I'm
me?
willing.
Yeah, I'm willing. And willy-nilly.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
As it starts crumbling around you, you could either run.
Damage is looking. It's like I wanted to kill more.
The Killmore girls.
As they're leaving, as we are teleporting away, I have a really great closing line.
Sorry about the racket.
Well, what is it? We're waiting.
Death as just as the teleportation is going into effect. Dragon's gonna have a really bad wake-up call.
Yes, he is not going to be happy.
Oh shit!
We should call the apocalypse now the Killmonger Girls.
Oh,
Some of us are guys.
The apocalypse? You're part of the apocalypse?
We're fighting the apocalypse with the apocalypse.
Well, yeah, the four horsemen.
The horsewomen.
but does that mean Death is Dorothy,
Maybe.
No, that'd be
or
the
is she
Golden Girls,
Sophia
not the
because Sophia is?
No, that's Golden Girls. The Killmore Girls. There's only 2 Killmore Girls.
It makes much more sense. It makes much more sense that it be,
Killmonger.
Golden Girls. Apocalypse is the Golden Girls.
Ah, yes, the golden years.
Yeah, because there's only 2 Gilmore Girls. That's I mean it's Lorelai and Rory.
I know, I was trying to be funny, okay?
I don't get it.
I don't get it. I don't get it at all. It doesn't make sense.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. All right,
Wait
so
a minute.
What?
Wait a minute.
what?
So, War is Rose.
Oh my God! Yes.
Death is definitely Blanche.
Death is Blanche. And I don't remember the other two's names.
Death is classier than Blanche.
You can out Blanche. You could be more Blanche or Blanche.
I bet you've got a higher body count than Blanche.
Besides,
What sets of body count are you looking for here?
The old one
Right.
is
pestilence
is,
is thirsty and makes bad decisions. Therefore, Pesty is Blanche.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
That
I
would make
agree.
Famine Sophia.
So, Jim, where?
Well, no, Famine has to be the tall one, right? Famine has to be.
Dorothy?
Oh, is that who that is?
Yeah.
No. Wait. Oh, okay. I don't know.
It's not Dorothy. She doesn't have the quick-wittedness. Her quick-wittedness is, hey, shut up.
But she does have Dorothy's good temper.
Back off. That's a men's prison. I know. It was 3 weeks before the warden found out.
So, Smith, where are you teleporting them? Because I need to know. I need to know.
I am
Under
teleporting
the sea?
back to the treasure cave under New Dawn.
Ooh, fancy.
If I might make a suggestion, Jim, the airship also has a teleport circle in below deck. We could teleport there.
Still there.
It's still intact.
Yeah, if it's done being repaired, we could then fly it back to New Dawn.
It's still there. Remember, the front side was smashed, not the back side. Not my backside, baby. My front side was. Finger guns.
You know what's funny?
Kate is a sassy Southern woman.
Darvin and Kate are still outside in the car.
They're like, what is going on? Oh
And
shit!
all of a sudden, they're just like playing Go Fish or something, and all of a sudden the pyramid starts crumbling, and they're just like, they're gonna make it out, right?
Right? I
And
mean,
no one comes out.
we gotta go.
I need to pick up a message spill someday.
I mean, if we go to New Dawn, we can always then go to Jasper and get the boat. But that's just my.
That's like going to Jasper with extra steps.
Yeah.
Well,
What is that?
unfortunately, Percy is operating
I feel
in
like
panic mode.
I
goes
just
to the-
quoted something.
I know.
the-
You're talking about
Percy's
Uber with
supposed
extra
to be able to-
steps?
Let
Huh?
Smith talk.
So Percy was in panic mode, went to the nearest safe place he could get everybody to.
That's what's happening.
Okay. Completely in character. I dig it.
I like it. I approve of the in-characterness. I dig it. I dig it, Daddy-O. But that's just going to Jasper with extra steps.
Yeah.
I said, what's it? What? I feel like that's a quote from something.
It is. It is a quote.
It's Rick and Morty.
Yeah. That's just slavery. Yeah.
With
got
extra
it.
steps, yes.
That's where the quote's from. Thank you.
So from here
Really
we could
bugging
teleport
me.
circle. Or actually just teleport to Jasper.
Can
But
you
I
do
want a few
that?
minutes to get the rock dust out of me and the blood. And
Okay, so from where you suddenly are teleported to New Dawn. It's very dark in this room. You know this room. You're like, oh, I haven't been here in a while. In the treasure room. And then you get teleported again to Jasper.
Teleportation whiplash.
Ah,
It's
my neck!
like site-to-site transportation on the Enterprise. Just like, oh, hey, I'm at sick day. And whoa! Yeah, now I'm in the holodeck.
And at that point, not famine, death will be like, didn't we borrow Irmin Sewell's cart for that?
Oh yeah.
Kate's like, why the fuck? The tower's gone.
They're gonna want that back.
Probably, unless Drakesbane takes the flying minivan and gives the airship to Irminsul.
You were serious.
Just a thought. I mean, you guys have a fleet, then that's cool.
give me
But you
10
guys
minutes. I'll call the
give
Pegasus
them
and fly with them.
a lift to go pick up their ride.
What did Smith say?
Give me a few minutes. I'll call up the Pegasus and fly over there and pick up the wagon. Or at least let them know to bring it back.
So where in Jasper did you teleport?
I think it would have to be the ship,
Okay.
just out of manners.
You see, as you are teleported, where in the ship? Because is it just where the circle is?
Yeah.
Okay. As you teleport there, you see, Gimbal putting one last nail into the ship, and then he writes a rune on the nail, a tiny rune, and then
You can read this to you're too close.
I love that. And then suddenly you feel a burst of magic go around the ship. And
Got too close.
and he's like, hey, you're back. So soon. Ish.
It seems we're about finished.
I didn't expect you for a few days from now.
Well, we did actually accidentally leave the wagon behind.
Well, okay. Well, right now we're teeny tiny.
Oh, pestilence! Want to go do us a favor?
We're teeny tiny right now. Hang on.
Wait, we're what?
Teeny tiny. We're small.
I'm never small.
Oh, we're in the ship, therefore we are small.
The ship is tiny.
Oh, ship big.
No. The ship is tiny. We're in the ship, so we tiny. Here,
We're
come
teeny.
come up on board. He'll show you on board, and you notice that we're in a glass bottle.
I don't like this.
Huh.
A ship in a bottle, right?
It's a classic.
So for it's an airship in a bottle.
It's
Okay.
weird and I don't like it.
Why are we in a bottle? Does that facilitate repair somehow?
I needed peace and quiet.
Sorry.
Oh.
You get it?
Oh.
This is a special kind of bottle.
War and pestilence.
Yeah.
It clicks.
Yeah. Everybody.
Uh,
Great crew. Lovely people. But I need time to work.
I can definitely see pestilence being. Ooh, what does this do? Ooh, what does that do? Ooh,
Pull
what
in
does this do?
DDD. That's my stop!
Would you prefer we left?
No, you're fine. You just finished the ship, the last nail.
Okay.
Please be gentle as this one.
Crash it into a smaller mountain.
We
Yeah. Don't set off any more nukes in its face, Ptolemy.
I made it
Hey,
more resilient
I
to
stand
magic.
by bed.
I made it more resilient to magic, so
we broke the pyramid, so I'm not sure gentle is something we can do.
you broke the pyramid, the one that just appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I see.
Oh,
Well-
and the lich is still around somewhere.
All right. Let's crawl out of here. Little rope ladder at the end of the bottle. Undoes. You have to climb down in this rope ladder, and you're like on a desk.
This would be adorable if it weren't so comical.
If we had teleported out, would we have resized for the appropriate scale?
Yeah, I have it so it can, when anyone that takes the teleportation skill, teleportation, it stays the size that the ship's size is currently at.
Ah, good thinking.
It would be disastrous if you all teleport and I didn't think of anything.
Yes, I would have undone a lot of your work.
The house, everyone would be hurting at the same time, and I would have to do the whole ship again.
The whole ship bang.
Whole ship and caboodle.
And I don't think glass in your eyes feels good.
It doesn't hurt as much as people complain about it.
What about mud? I've always wondered about that.
People just need to stop being pussies.
Hey, a pussy.
So we shouldn't be showing people our buttholes?
No.
Anyway, subscribe to our OnlyFans.
So, he leads you out, and, he resizes everyone by pushing a button on his collar. Oh, there we go. And then he takes the
Thank
little
you,
ship.
Dr.
He takes the little ship. And then he's like, alright, hang on. And then pours it out like liquid as it reassembles itself down on the floor.
You sunk your bottle ship.
I'm giving Lexi one of my inspiration.
You really invested a fortune in special effects.
I couldn't. I didn't even. That's just gold.
Perfection.
I have a loss for words.
I have marked off an inspiration. Lexi, make sure you put it on yours.
If you don't, I would be very sad. That is the words that were the only words I have in my head right now at this moment, besides the words I'm saying now. If you don't, I'll be very sad.
And the ones after that.
And then the ones after this. And then the words after this and that one.
No, those aren't words in your head anymore because they came out.
Oh, right.
Oh.
So as he pours the... God damn it. I have a cool idea. What if it's just the ship's like liquid in this form? Lexi has to say something. My ingenious ideas. I have to take off my glasses. Hang on.
Every now and then I can come up with a killer.
That one slayed. You slayed it, Queen. You're a Queen Slay. Oh. Okay. No, I'm good. Why am I still laughing?
Because it's a really good one.
Yes. Solid as hell.
I gotta regain my posure. Goose frappa. He pours out the ship as it reassembles into the ship now, and then he tells everyone to stand back, because you realize you're in the middle of the big room, and
we're in the splash zone.
Yeah, pretty much. You're in the splash zone. Stand back. You're in the splash zone. As he activates the gloves again, and he resizes it like it's like a window in Windows 95 or something. Enlarge! Full screen!
That's because he's old school.
I had to be Windows 95. Like, I could have said now, but Windows 95 just felt appropriate. There it is. Beauty. Now, if you can't tell, I added a third cannon.
Nice.
3
Now
times the power.
Dragons.
And it has a runic shield. Remember I said it was resist the magic? Well, this baby, this shield around it will take a full fireball right on. Not even a scratch.
Rick is standing there in tears.
It's called a layered anti-magic field. Basically, it's a thin, constant anti-magic field around it, except for where the cannons are. That's the downfall. It has a weakness where someone can hit the cannons. With magic, of course. Now, normal attacks has normal resistance. And another weakness is when the shield is up, you can't fire magic through it. You can fire magic on board, it won't cancel it. But anything in the thin anti-magic field will be dissolved. So it's up to you when to turn it on and off. This should give you the oomph. And if a dragon decides to cast its breath fire, which is purely magic, it'll just disappear, glance off. Except for the cannons, of course.
So the cannons poke through that?
Yes. The nozzles do.
So we shouldn't get hit on the nozzles.
No, don't get hit on the nozzles. Turn down the noozles. Can I cook or can I cook?
You can cook, my friend.
It's my version 2.0. Ready If you want to rename it, go ahead. But I like the last name. Just add a 2.0 to it.
Sure.
I mean, that's my purest suggestion.
So can we take it for a test drive?
Of course you can. Oh, by the way, I had another modification. I almost forgot. There is another hatch they can open downward, and 2 doors will open up, and there's a crane that you can bring down to pick up things and bring it back in, or allowing long ladders or anything. It's made of
Nice.
It's made of steel. It's like a steel claw. Kind of reminds me of trying to fish. Or the claw. The claw.
How big an item could we pick up?
You probably can pick up to 20 tons.
So we could pick up the Irminsul wagon and bring it back?
Oh, absolutely. That would be light. That's only like a 2-ton thing. It would be light.
Yeah, it weighs about as much as a heavily built car.
Fair enough.
Just because it's super durable.
No, cars are usually like 10 tons, right?
No.
It,
1 to 2.
1 or 2 tons? I thought so. Unless it's a tank.
Tanks weigh more.
So this baby can hold a car inside its apartment if you want. Even a boat. You can fit any vehicle in there. I can't say that
We
word.
could put a boat inside the ship.
Yep.
Interesting.
Like the new folding boat we get for Pestilence.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen them lately because I kind of disappeared on them. I ghosted them. They're probably somewhere in the house. But by the way, I shrank that. Let me enlarge that. So there. Well, there it is. Back to its glory, and you can talk to your friends. AK, this is time where you can change characters and do roleplay and whatever you need.
Rowan very excitedly shows her guns to Tiranoir. Tiranoir immediately forgets that you guys left his car in the desert. Because he's distracted by Rowan's new guns.
You did what? Wait, guns? What?
You're welcome.
I would like to take the ship for a test drive. Rick, you up for it?
Captain Rick,
Yes.
are you up for a test drive?
So Rick is still in tears, but he sobs something incoherent and like pats Gimbal on the back, and he's like goes back up to the what's it called? The bridge,
That's close
I
enough.
guess.
I mean, yes, all ships have a bridge, I believe.
The helm.
The hell?
That's it.
Yeah.
And if everybody's on board, he will take it off.
So we got Rick waiting. Got it. And Grimble's like, I've never seen that man emotional once. This is the first. Huh.
You do good work, Gimbal.
Oh,
Legs, even better than grappling.
anyone that is willing to save the world deserves nothing less. I am working on a mech of some sort, a walking tank, kinda. It's an interesting idea I have. It's in the works still. I call it a mech, as I said before.
Emma will go, I'm a walking tank.
Yes, you are, dear. Yes, you are.
There is a probably strange tingle in the back of Crumbs as he suddenly hears, hey. Hey. Hey.
Excellence. Who are you?
Did you do her?
Private.
Oh, come on. There's no secrets in a pyramid. Everybody knows that.
You could say it's some kind of pyramid scheme.
That's actually pretty good. Almost as good as Bottle Ship.
Bottle ship's still better.
I said almost. So how'd it go? Eslant says, literally like appearing as if she was, because she was hiding on the ceiling the entire time. Invisible because of darkness.
Imprisoning me. All I see. It's absolute horror.
So how'd it go?
We solved the problem caused, if that's what you're asking.
Just say it like it's my fault.
That's because it is.
Yes. Whose other fault could it have been?
Look, you tell where do beans go? Into the ground. What is just a giant mass grave? A hole in the ground. It just makes sense.
I'll let you explain it to death.
Next time, plant flowers.
Oh, Death's back. Ugh. Yeah, I better go hide again. She can be shockingly frustrating.
She's quite shocking, actually. Quite.
There's the sound of famine going, did I hear pestilence? Gotta go.
Run.
Run, fast as you can.
And there's the sound of famine running. It's just like, don't forget I can fly now, bitch.
It's good to be back.
War comes out with a full platter of food. Hi guys, I made waffles.
Rowan, basically stops mid-syllable, grabs a plate of waffles off of the platter, and starts...
So I woke up in a weird place. With some other... Hey Rick, how was your... Did you find it weird that we were in Alexandria?
Wait, you went where?
Or was that a hallucination that I had? Rick?
No.
Oh wait, Rick's on the ship.
He is.
Rick and this there was another dude there. There's an elf guy. He talked really fancy. I kept having to translate for him. Yeah, we woke up. We wound up in Alexandria.
I was
Oh,
there.
Erica, you were there, right?
Yes, I was there too. I was trying to. It's hard to talk. Yes, I was there. It was
So
a
it wasn't
dream.
just some.
Gimel goes up. I think you underestimate the power of dreams.
I just thought I drank some bad berry juice.
Well, you were probably in the dreamscape of some sort.
I mean, there are good berries. It makes sense that there were bad berries, too.
Pestilence's voice. Did I hear somebody mention Dreamscape? She's got the book.
I haven't. At a game, I haven't forgotten. Others have might, but I haven't.
I'm going to go hang out with Rick at the helm.
It's like, I'm tired of this.
If y'all don't mind, Grimnir and Grani are both up there with you. No, Grani's still poofed. Grimnir's up there with you, perched on the prow of the ship, enjoying the wind through his feathers.
What wind?
Isn't the ship still parked?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you.
No, the ship gets still parked.
For a test flight.
No, test flight needs to be. I need to shrink the ship, and then we need to bring it outside.
Oh.
There ain't no way leaving this place. Which
Sorry, I got disconnected.
You just gave Gimple another idea.
Oh, good.
Why am I just shrinking the ship and bringing it? I like that idea and all. But I can install a set of doors as a hangar bay. So ships can come in and out of top. Genius. I like it. Very simple. Great idea.
After some time, all of Apocalypse is gathered together, Pestilence with a few more bruises than she had earlier, as Famine has no doubt punched her several times. And Famine's just grumbling. It's just like, didn't even find my javelin.
Javelin, you say? That gives me another idea. Why'd I make an item that can detect magical items? Kind of like a metal detector, but for magic.
Pestilence's wings flare out. I'm listening.
It'd be great. Think about it. It had this plate, and when it fused this style of magic, that was an identify magic spell. Oh, no, not identify. That would be too... And he goes on and on about the ways you can craft this item into making it portable, and then it could, like, slink together to make it so you can just put it on your side easily and all that. And on and on. You got Gimbal going. Look how you done.
We got him. We got him
Really,
started.
that's the only way we can pay him.
And he starts drawing out plans and all that. And yes, he's just... At this point, he doesn't realize you're there anymore. He's just talking out loud and drawing on it.
Just entered the stream of consciousness. Got
Pretty
it.
much. This might take a while.
So what's the plan?
Can you get us out for the test drive first, Gimbal?
Huh? Yeah, sure, in a bit.
Well, why don't you do it now, and then we'll leave you alone with your ideas.
Huh? What? Sure.
30,000 plasma cannons. What a great idea.
What? What'd you just say?
Oh, nothing. Just plasma cannons.
What about plasma cannons?
I don't know. Don't you think this ship should be more symmetrical?
Oh, right. I gotta take care of that. Okay.
Can I borrow your shrinking gloves, Gimbal?
Do you know how to use them? And
No.
It can't literally. So, all right. These gloves is you draw a rune on something.
Mm-hmm.
This rune in particular, he shows you. And this rune right here needs to be drawn with a specific chalk. He shows you the chalk. Made magic, but it costs a what level is huge and shrink spell?
Level 2.
Level 2.
Enlarge, reduce.
Yeah, enlarge and reduce. But the problem is, the bigger the object, the higher level the spell that you need to cast, and the more runes it requires. So, like the ship here required many runes, which I made permanent on it, and it cost me almost a level 6 spell.
That's perfect, says Death. When we need to hide it, we can literally put it in Percival's pocket.
That's a fair enough plan. I mean,
Yeah.
I would have to make another gloves because I embelled that spell on a lot of other objects.
Yeah, and you might want to enlarge and shrink stuff while we're not there.
Yeah, but I can make you a pair.
Thank you.
It'll take me a little bit, but I can make. Plan. I got the.
Well, while you're doing that, why don't we retrieve Irminsul's cart?
Okay, it won't take long. It'll take like 2 days or something like that.
Okay, so we fly out, get the cart, fly back.
Okay, you guys go out. Who's going?
Apocalypse is going.
All of them. Okay.
Yeah, War's got her brewery going in full swing.
All right. Who else is going?
How does she get waffles out of a brewery?
I don't know.
Don't ask questions.
She's a cook.
I don't
though.
care. It's waffles.
She is a
War
cook.
made any of the ale that we got from the dream world?
I don't know. You never gave me the recipe.
Yes, I did.
No, you
I
didn't.
gave it to you almost immediately, and we haven't made any yet. Maybe you thought we didn't, but I thought, I don't know.
What do I need for the recipe for this dream ale?
Blah.
Okay, she'll make blah.
Sorry, I don't. I'll come up with something later.
It will. I'm dictating. She will follow the recipe.
Okay. Well, make a roll on that.
I have advantage with cooking tools.
Excellent. So, he goes outside, shrinks the ship, goes outside, and spans the ship outward. You'll have your full gully,
What that would count as?
full gully and all that, and it's ready to go. And if you notice,
Brewing juice.
remember the skull, the dragon skull that you had?
Yeah.
There's another one on the other side.
So it's just the third cannon that doesn't have a skull yet.
Not yet. Yeah, I made sure I mounted the other one for you.
Thank you.
Not 20, so I got 29.
You make it perfect.
Dream ale, get your dream ale.
Is that what you call it? Dream ale? I would not.
Would you have it be snooze brews?
Whatever you want to call it.
Snooze brews actually sounds better.
Whatever it is, we're having a toast with it on deck.
And not 20 on that. That's just gonna fuck you up.
I'm sorry. I need a drink of water.
War will take the first taste sip before offering it to other people.
It is nice and sweet, but bitter and strong. It hits
And choke
hard.
She will down the whole tankard.
Make me a con check.
Hey, Percy, not Percy, Crumb, are you within 5 feet of war?
Technically, it's 10 feet for the aura, and yes.
Plus what? 5?
Yes, plus 5 from my charisma. So
20 not natural.
Roland is going to stay back in Jasper, and see if Gimbal can put a +1 enchantment on her new guns.
Mm-hmm.
And Quinn is going to come with on the sailing ship, kiss her girlfriend goodbye, and just go walk about for a little bit.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. You are wasted, pretty much. Maximum drink state. You start to see things. Like Crumb's face slowly melting a little bit. But your face, don't worry, Crumb, your face is fine.
This Crumb's face doesn't melt, it crumbles.
And then, you know, you see like a skeleton kind of staring at you for a second, and then puts on a top hat and starts to dance.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
And then suddenly a cane appears out of nowhere and it starts twirling it. And then, you swear, when you look at people's eyes, they start to melt and bleed. And then you start to yawn. Oh, you feel tired. I mean, you are plastered. You have disadvantage to everything you do.
Oh. So what? Is it gonna drink the tankard, look like really fucked up, smile, fall backwards and pass out?
So, when you pass out, you suddenly your spirit astro projects into the material realm, and you literally can see everything going on.
I talk with people.
You try, but they don't seem to know you're there. You're still drunk, by the way. You're very drunk still.
So she decides to take a nap on top of her actual body.
So you're astral sleeping on top of your actual body.
Yes. If there were another character suddenly projected into an astral realm, they'd actually explore. But this is war we're talking about. Actually, no, she's gonna cuddle with herself.
That's hot.
I was going to go with pathetic, but
So yeah, War drinks a drink, passes out. Yeah.
So, now you know what it does. It makes you really drunk if you fail, and makes you sleepy, and you see hallucinations, and if you fall asleep, you astral project into the material realm. Not the astral realm, the material realm.
Maybe.
Only War knows this, and War's asleep.
Well, the fun part about this is when War tells us about it later, we're not going to believe her.
Guys! Oh!
You were there, and you were there, and that guy with the no face was there.
What? They took my face!
And Crumb, your face melted off.
My face is right here.
It's fine. I don't know what you're talking about. So, where are you sailing?
We are sailing west back to the sand.
So,
where the pyramid used to be.
it'll take
where the wagon hopefully still is.
It'll take about 2 hours
Okay.
to get to your destination because it's a ship and, Jasper. But have you noticed it's faster?
Well, of course, this is the 2.0.
Yes, which was
I'm not sure what that means, but it seems to mean it's improved in every sense.
It used to take you like 5 hours to do this trip. Now it's 2 hours. You notice how fast you're freaking going.
That wagon should be easy to spot on the desert.
Let's hope so.
Because the pyramid is no longer easy to spot for some reason.
There is no pyramid as you get close. You normally would see a pyramid there, but there's nothing.
I mean, the war wagon should still stand out. It's black. So, against the golden sands, it should still be fairly visible.
Unless there's a sandstorm.
Is there a sandstorm?
No, there's not.
Is
I knew it! I said no! I said no sandstorm. Did I say yes? Hey, Lexi. How does sandstorm go? Wee, 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 wee. Sorry, bad joke.
It's a Game Grumps joke, so it's a bad joke. It's just a already been done joke.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so roll your perceptions. By the way, you all have advantage on perception checks when in the new, I forget what you named it, the ship?
The Gibraltar.
The Gibraltar 2.0.
Yes.
That flows off the tongue pretty well, actually. And as you notice, the reason you have advantage, it has binoculars that are attached to the side of it, which allows for viewing up to 460 feet. And that's normal.
29.
29, nice.
Hey. Expertise.
Did anyone else want to roll?
Give me a second.
Oh, yes. Quinn definitely wants to roll perception.
You want to look for the binoculars? The enhanced binoculars. Sailing the ship. So, Rick.
Yeah.
By the way, you notice that when you steer the ship and all that it has a better response time to what it was before, thus granting you advantage when sailing the ship.
Sweet.
Oh, Famine got 27.
Damn.
Quinn also got 27.
Damn.
I've got 26.
Damn. Erica rolled the Forbes twice. Anyways, those who got the highest roll spot it first, and there's several 27s I heard.
And a 29 from Percy.
Oh, 29? You spot it way before anyone else. Percival goes, over there! As a black dot rolls by and you magnify, you see just Kate on it. She's driving it the best she can.
Just Kate? Did she kill him?
I don't know.
Crumb got a 7, so he's just like, where?
Where? I don't see him.
I don't see it.
I needed a 15. That's the number.
He got half of that.
Not so eagle eyes now, huh?
I'll fly down on Galahad.
He's not using his eagle's eyes.
Dude, if you could see 460 and then you add your eagle eyes to that, Crumb could spot the little tiny speck way over there. I see a grain of sand. That one black piece of sand in the whole sea of gold.
Where do you see? The back of our heads. And Crumb prove that Ugarth is round.
So there's a whole bunch of parallel universe? Nah, just the two. Just the one. So you fly down on Galahad.
Yep.
You make your way, and then you see Kate just stops and like waving her hands outward. Hey, hey!
I land over there.
All. How many hands? 2, 4, 6 hands. Sounds handy.
Things went bad fairly quickly once we took out the mummy.
Oh, that's what happened. I thought you were all dead.
Well, we would have been, but we managed a last-minute escape. Unfortunately, we didn't have that many choices of where to escape to.
I see. How'd you get here so fast?
I pointed the ship.
Damn, it's a flying ship. Holy shit.
Gimbal just upgraded it.
Who?
One of the better makers of magic items in the current world.
Interesting. Not like Thorin there, that dwarf.
His dad used to work with Thorin.
Well, that makes sense. Interesting.
Still does occasionally. It's complicated.
You can have your wagon if you want. I was just taking care of it. I mean,
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I had a feeling you were still alive, but at the same time, you know?
Oh my god, she was stealing it.
Is Darvin inside?
That guy
Yeah,
ditched.
he ditched. Well, if he's part of the quest, he'll show up again. If he's not, he won't.
I had to make an excuse for Dwarven. I don't know what to do with this character. It's like I can't have him in the game still if he's...
I mean, yeah, he could just be running around Ugarth somewhere, and
Yeah.
if his player ever comes back, we can see him again. I don't know.
The only guests I have for him ditching, he got bored and probably wanted to go back home. Who could blame the guy?
He came from this place where they had a giant spider web.
I to be honest, being around that guy talking about Earth all the time. It's like,
Gives a knowing look, like, oh yes.
I can see where somebody
meet
who
my
is used to
brother.
a world might find this one.
Don't meet my brother.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Smith?
I can see where someone who is used to a world like that might find this one uncomfortable.
I literally told him, why don't you go back there? Maybe. By creation's divine, I hope he finds his way home.
So we're taking the wagon back to Jasper.
Oh, good, good, good. I guess I will go.
Go to Jasper or go off on your own?
Oh, no, I will head back to wherever. I mean, there's got to be someone that needs help or something. It's all yours, of course.
Thank you.
And the world is ending, so there's no shortage of people who don't need help, you know?
Are you down here with us, or?
No, that was just me adding commentary.
Why did I do that? Yeah, no, it's all yours. I wish you luck wherever you're going.
Thank you. We're going to the floating island next, I think.
Floating island? Why?
It's got the orb of air, and that's getting a little out of control without the other ones around to balance it.
Oh, does that explain the random floating clumps of dirt and objects?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Do you mind if I assist on this problem? Because this seems like a problem I'm having with, too.
Certainly. You are welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And she bows to you. Was her figure, all her hands together?
Very impressive. I know she now has a symmetrical number of hands. I appreciate that.
Cat attack!
I use my little earpiece communicator.
The eagle has landed. The eagle has landed.
Dervin's taken off.
I don't know what Grimnir's up in the crow's nest.
It's code.
No, he's not a crow.
I think he's looking for crows.
Shouldn't he be in the eagle's nest?
So Mitch, you're gonna drive the ship down and open up the what are they called? When a ship has doors that open.
Bay doors.
The bay doors, they open up.
Oh, bay doors, yes.
And you push the button that lowers the crane down, and when you do that, a joystick comes out.
It costs 1 copper piece per play.
A joystick.
It costs a gold piece per play. That's how Gimble's paying it off.
We can play that game all day.
What did you say?
So we're playing a crane game, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. You see a button, and then you see a button that tells us to go left and right as the crane.
So you want me to make a dexterity check?
Because you can move the crane around with the thing, but you have to press the button to tell it when to go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to make a dexterity check.
All right.
If only you'd improved your dexterity last night.
But wait, you did!
I did. I also get a bonus for my proficiency bonus on this, right? This is a piloting check,
Yes.
essentially.
Yeah, you're using a land vehicle, so yeah.
You like the little...
Air vehicle, but yeah, you're proficient in air vehicles.
To be honest, I randomly thought of that just now. Like, wait, they're using the crane game. It should have a joystick that just appears. Oh, shit.
So 21 total.
All right, you're a crane pro. You get the prize.
You're a master of the crane style. War is impressed.
War is unconscious.
War would be impressed if War were not unconscious.
She's unconscious and sleeping.
You'd think it would be easy to do both at the same time. But you're wrong.
You're wrong.
That's interesting.
And the crane just gets around the thing and locks into place, and then Kate just stays on board on top, holding on to the crane. Thing was all her arms, except for the two.
Very Jane Cobb. I like it.
As it lifts up, and you get your prize.
Super.
Ding, 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 ding.
And then a bunch of lights light up. Winner! It's like, why did Gimbal have put this in? Gimbal's
He plays T-ball.
I'm not sure we should have left Gimbal with War.
And next, you notice that Gimbal's home, he has the crane game inside. That's why he's been practicing.
Fought off all the old games when Jester's closed. Jokers.
Jokers. Come down to Gimbal's. We got prizes besides. Electronic robots, they're all like furry kind of creatures, singing music and delivering pizza. Oh no, what have I done? I must open a series of franchise called Gimbal's.
Let's not find out what else Gimbal has been up to while we weren't looking. Because I want to have some motivation left to save the world.
Something happened?
Got the wagon back.
Oh, no. Did something happen, guys? Everyone? I mean?
Thing, either your internet got kicked out and we all got kicked off, or Discord had a migraine.
I think Discord had a migraine because I'm still streaming just fine.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm still hearing Nate just fine.
It was the server. It kind of went and then reset itself.
I bet the whole Discord got resetted.
It got served.
Not all of Discord, just your server. I know. I literally just checked it.
Yeah,
Which is
well, I
weird.
checked it again, and no, you're right.
Hiccup?
I didn't have to check it because I already know Discord hates me.
Oh, it doesn't hate you, Jim.
No, it's just there's a software incompatibility of some sort. And I wish I
Yeah.
could go up to you and try to work on it for you.
Hey guys, I just heard a crash in the kitchen, so I gotta go make sure the cats aren't destroying the world. I'll be right back. Let me know if we level.
What are your cats? The darkness now?
Have you seen
The
this
void?
one?
No, Batty is.
Your cats are the void now?
Yeah.
Snacks
no,
on popcorn.
no, my Batty is the abyss. It's different.
Okay, the abyss plane is different.
Yes, when you look into Batty, sometimes Batty looks back.
It's true.
All right, we'll have you on MIA for a bit.
MIB on MIA.
Ha ha. Yeah, I heard a Batty's like, ah! Now you get to view a cat. I hope you enjoy. So, you make your way. I'm sorry, where were
On
you?
4 wagon outside Gimble's house.
Oh, you're delivering it back? Okay.
No, it was only borrowed. And it's rude not to return things that you borrow.
Right.
Unless you're a rogue, in which case you can usually get away with it.
Oh. Ah, the war wagon. I need to look at this more. Gimbal waiting outside, knowing you're coming back. Looking at his watch. That's
Handle's
the...
very
I'm sorry?
Are we talking to Gimbal now?
Yep.
Handles very smoothly.
Excellent. I designed it that way. I hope you enjoyed the crane, because you obviously brought this back.
I'm not sure if it's your best work or not, because I know you've done a lot of work that I haven't seen, but it's some pretty awesome work.
Not my best work. I got more planned. I'm working on the van.
Well, good luck with that.
It's almost done.
How long till it's done?
A day.
Did you ever find an energy source for it?
That's the biggest problem. But I think I found someone I can buy from.
Oh,
Yes.
well, that's a stroke of luck.
Traveler, selling goods and whatnot.
Where's he traveling from?
Not what's that? Town mill in the desert. Not halfway through the desert. Not that one. That's Thieves' Camp. The other one higher than that.
Celestia?
No, that's on the border of the desert.
New Dawn?
Mystia.
Mistio.
A lot of new things popping up in Mystia lately. A lot of different people there, advancements going on Mystia. Never seen such a population boom before.
Oh, that's where the refugees from Celestia wound up. So.
Oh, that makes sense. That's why things are going on there. I mean, if you think about if you carried people from Celestia, a lot of them were like technicians, probably, church, business people and whatnot.
Well, by the time we found them, they were all refugees.
Well, of course. That might have a mess. I only heard rumors of a dark shadow waving over it and basically decimating it.
Yeah, the void.
And when I mean decimate, literally shrunk into probably just a pile of rubble.
We'll have to go back there someday. Finish what we started. Or finish what was started on top of us.
Up there, up there. Sorry. So, what's next?
Island in the sky?
Island of the Sky. Do you know anything about the island in the sky?
Clicks knows some stuff.
Normally it takes a week. No, jeez. Almost a week and a half just to get there by foot. And then you kind of have to have wings to fly to get to the rest.
Fortunately, we have a flying ship.
Well, yes, of course. Which for you will only take 2 days.
Do you happen to know anything in particular about the environment there?
Let's see. Random sightings of floating debris and material everywhere. The sea dropping lower for some reason. The sea levels have dropped. Places where were once flooded are now revealing themselves again.
Oh, nice. I might have a homeland again.
You possibly do. Matt, were you saying stuff?
No.
Okay. I thought so. Like, either Matt's fucking with me, or there's really something going wrong.
Absolutely what I was doing.
Nice. I guessed
come on,
it
man.
right.
Did you hear that? Oh, man. I just ad-libbed the worst rap? That's awesome. All right.
So a lot of interesting going. The closest town there is he gets out a map, which reminds me, I'll get out the map. Let's see. Where is that pesky map? The
Not the
dwarf.
map.
You have a map?
I don't want a pesty map.
You know what? That does sound terrible.
Hey, I'm right
Probably-
here.
It probably
yes.
looks like the inside of a Where's Waldo book with all the scribbles.
So Jasper, it's literally to the town thieves. That's about 3 days drive. Well, to you, that'll be 2 hours from there. It's where you're to the pyramid, which was a Misty is a 2-day drive, which will take another 2 hours. Then Celeste is another 2 hours. And then Gob is 5 hours. Then the floating island, Gob is where you want to go. Gob's that town that's closest to the floating island.
Okay.
The thing about Gob, it's a very unfortunate place.
What has happened to it?
A lot of things. I thought I was muted. What do you mean muted? I don't understand, Cross. Anyways, what happened to Gob?
His development was arrested.
Everyone is dead. It's a dead town.
That is unfortunate.
It happened recently.
Alright,
Which
so let's just-
recently to me would probably, word of mouth probably gets around a month or so.
What were we doing a month ago?
Pestilence will start counting back on her fingers. What do we do a month?
Literally a month ago, you were halfway through the other halfway point, so you were probably getting to the Elven Forest. In Elvenhaven.
Oh, so right before the Fey Maze.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened while I was in the bathroom?
Oh, they picked up the ship. They brought it back.
Are
Gimbal
they
was
talking with
outside.
Kate now? Is that who they're talking to? Or
No, they're talking to Gimbal,
oh, okay.
who's talking about Gob. It's when he was saying nothing. Oh, yeah. Cross literally thought you were muted.
I was muted, but I was also not saying anything.
I was wondering why I couldn't hear what you guys were saying, but that's because, my Discord crashed. So, yeah, Famine starts counting back on her. Not Famine. Death starts counting. Pesty starts counting back on her fingers, and Death uses her keen mind to recall. What were we doing a month ago?
You were literally.
As Lexi can't remember.
You were literally going to the forest of the Elvenhaven to talk to the mother of all elves. Wow. And then that was before death, I believe, or it was a separation at that point.
There was a little
Wait, that's
separation
Famine,
that
because that's
happened,
where
yeah.
she got her.
Oh,
turn.
that's when Lucian fell from the sky.
Yeah, Death just instinctively reaches for a glass of wine. I wish I could forget.
And that was literally a month ago. It's been a month. Actually, almost 3 months. You're almost in fall already.
Well, if we don't get something done soon, we're never going to have a harvest moon.
You're almost in hurricane season, too.
Oh, Ugarth has
Not with the air orb. It's gonna now with the air orb.
Yes. Ugarth, have you noticed Ugarth's somewhat in the shape of America a little bit without the Florida penis?
Have you noticed how Ugarth has been 2020 and because everything's been going horribly wrong?
Ugarth was 2020 before 2020 began.
Yeah, there was a fire. So Australia.
And have you noticed the Eastland kind of looks like Japan in some way?
Oh, plot a course for Gob.
Now, if I remember correctly about Gob, it's a dead town now. And it is the entrance. There's an entrance to the Underdark there.
So we could pick up the generator from the drow.
Yeah, I mean, you could. I mean, that would be. There's a whole whole underground city was metal and all that, and webs and spiders and whatnot. Well, that's just one city. There's another city too, down there.
Well, it sounds charming, but I think we're on a quest for orbs.
All right, bye, Cross.
Bye, Cross. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
So, yeah, I mean, if you want to go to the Underdark, it's a really big place. There's a lot of goings on down there. There's rumors events that there's a Tarax stuck in one of the massive shards of crystals.
Quinn will look positively uncomfortable since we're talking about the Underdark. Her body language is just like, oh shit.
Death will hold up a finger and just say, looking to Quinn and say, present company excluded. I did not do well in the Underdark.
Well, cheers, love. But honestly, me neither.
I'm just saying, based on, if you'll forgive me for generalizing, or circumstances and my birth, my complexion and literal being, I'm pretty sure it would go probably as poorly as trying to send pestilence. Oh, what's the best way I could put this? By sending pestilence on a diplomatic mission where we don't want her pissing somebody off, or sending or better yet, sending famine on a mission of peace.
Yeah, I do get the feeling that wouldn't go well. Well, I mean, honestly, I blend in, I speak the language, but I haven't really spent a lot of time down there. I was extricated, sort of shanghaied at a very young age. I spent most of my life up top here. But
you know,
they have
there's
a
a
tendency
massive.
to worship this particular goddess that I do not agree with.
You know, there's a million tunnels down there, and spiders galore, and unseen horrors of no one's seen before. And that's not even including the machines that might be alive or gone or terrible things. Like the Underdark is not. You think the upper surface is horror show? The Underdark is worse.
I mean, if you're going down there, I'm going with you. I'm not letting you face that without me. But it's not my first choice, yeah?
Excellence pops up behind Quinn's shoulder. Count me in.
Right.
What I have learned of the Sky Elves in brief conversations.
Do you want to know what do you want to know about the Sky Elves? I might have some insight.
Oh,
Can I just be? This is not actually something Death would say, but at the mention of sky elves, she just thinks, filthy mongrels.
Oh man.
Yes, we get it. You're more elf than they are.
Loudly.
Of course, they'd say the same about you, but still.
But see, I come from the Fey realm. I'm the most elf of elf. You like elves, so let's put some elf in your elf.
And unfortunately, part of that aspect is your brother, who's definitely more elf. And, well, honestly, the Fae are, the Eldrin come in all different types of slices.
I'm just gonna make this really bad joke. And there's my brother, and he's the reason why cousins shouldn't marry.
Oh snap!
If you met any spring elf, they're somewhat similar to him, but they might be different flavor a bit, but they are just as crazy as freaking Lucian. Bunch of crazy bastards. The spring court. Hello, my mama. Hello, my darling. That's 24/7. Cousin fuckers. No. They gotta keep the purebred in the family. Sorry. Anyways, so what can I help you out with the Sky Elves?
Well, they apparently have the Orb of Air.
Yes, that's a known fact.
And it's currently unbalanced and exerting an unbalanced effect on the material world.
Mm-hmm. As a rock floats by.
And I believe it's our duty to collect it.
Okay. Do you want
Given
to...
that we know very little of Sky Elves other than their name, and that they apparently don't get along well with Death's form of elves.
Well, it's not just they don't get along. There's a lot of elves that don't get along with each other. The Eldrin don't really get along with all elves. The High Elves think they're all high and mighty, and they don't really get along with other elves. Wood Elves are a bit, neutral.
Wood Elves are
in
quite
aspect.
lovely. They're quite lovely. They create some of the best music.
They're very neutral in some aspects, but if you fuck with them, I hope you have a death wish. Let's see. Sea Elves are not too bad. They're just paranoid because all the shit that has happened, but they're usually pretty neutral, but they don't really appreciate too many other elves. But they're still family in some aspect. But Sky Elves, now that's a different story. Way back in the days when elves actually all got along, except for, well, no offense, Death's the Eldrin and the High Elves, because they're still on their high horse. The Sky Elves were very open and accepting. But times have changed. They got paranoid. They got racist, unfortunately. They believe that any other race is unsuperior. We do not know what happened, but they changed somehow. And I think that might have been correlation when the Orb of Air has been under their control. Because at one point, all the orbs were imbalanced with the world crystal when it was whole. And, well, it was not exactly whole. It was a lot bigger. The ancients used to use carvings and all that, but that's a different story. They used to be imbalanced around it until people discovered the Island of the Lost and discovered ways to access the orbs and took them for themselves. This created this whole influx of balance and caused many wars of lifetime and the current issue we're having now. And that's definitely changed the elves and the magic influence of air and all that. Greedy and selfish, just like any other race that is held in orb. It seems to just cause problems than more than anything. To be honest, having that much power, I understand.
So it seems to me, from what you say, that if all the orbs were returned to the Island of the Lost, they could be in balance without having undue effects on the world and without being available for various people to war over.
Well, yes, you are right. But what is that stopping someone else going to that island later on and retrieving the orbs again for their own selfish goals and all that? There are many evil powers that will definitely try to get that, especially when the dragon sought when the one of the ancient red dragons sought power and read about eventually found out about the world crystal that gave everything magic and life and all that to this world of Ugarth, and sought it out, and now is buried in that crystal itself as currently. What's stopping something that powerful from getting him back?
Worse. And Patsy will say, or worse, me.
See, Pestilence. What's stopping Pestilence?
Right now, the rest of us.
For now.
I showed up because of the Lost, so you got stuck with me, remember?
So right now, that's still a potential solution with a lot of problems to it.
Yes. I don't mean to punch holes into your solution. I like the idea. At the same time, what's keeping? Well, we have to find out how to keep them there.
Yes. Well, frankly, I'd rather have holes punched in my theories before we put them into practice than after.
Yes.
Humans, elves, any humanoid has willpower and a way to find multiple ways to do things. With the magic as so potent in our world, it causes problems.
Yes.
You
but on the
know,
other hand, picture a world without.
I've been thinking here on this matter of how it corrupts those, right?
Yes.
You've seen the effects of what happens when it is held by creatures with long lifetimes.
It will destroy them.
Yes. What if creatures have very short lifespans in terms of years?
I imagine crystals with that much power would literally strip them faster than they can count to 10.
It is more the case of if a short-lived race were to harness it, would they do as much damage as a long-lived creature become corrupt, or would it not have the time it needs before they pass on?
It's a very good question, and I believe in theory that creature would die pretty fast. Like a bullet.
We're not testing this on war. I've grown attached to her.
I'm not testing it on anyone. Why would I test it on War? I didn't even know she lived that long.
She doesn't.
I figured that's what you were hinting at, that War has a very short time on this planet.
Oh, I was thinking of the mushroom people.
Considering to me, or is but daydream.
She's still knocked out and astral sleeping.
Oh yeah,
Astrally.
she's out.
She's drunk off her astral.
That's better than you sunk my. No, it's not better than, but it's pretty good.
No,
That stuff
nothing,
is so
nothing
strong.
will top the bottle ship.
This stuff is that stuff is so strong it makes your soul drunk.
It's like that episode of Family Guy.
Yeah.
How wasted are you?
So
I'm so wasted. My ghost is drunk.
my ghost is drunk. So the elves have gotten selfish and they have locked themselves away from society. And if anyone goes to there, they are met with hostility. So you might need someone to maybe perform an embargo of some sort. Because they will attack. And they have their own forces, warriors and whatnot.
Oh, political movings. I hate doing this, but I can totally do it.
Begging your pardon, folks, but there's someone in my own number who's also, shall we say, locally familiar with this particular island.
No, who was that?
Mr. Peach, Clicks, the bard.
Really?
It's taken a few tries to crowbar his backstory out of him, but apparently he's native to that particular region.
Fascinating.
Or wakes up. Wait a minute. I should go. There's the guy who talks like he deep-throated a dictionary. He was a sky elf.
Does anyone know what the bird is talking about? I've had some luck talking to birds in the figurative sense. This particular literal bird's escaping me cognizance.
Kate speaks up. There was a fella with wings with us.
You mean Erica?
Yes, Erica. Sorry, my brain.
Kate wasn't there in the dream, or was she?
Dun dun dun! I could have had her there in a different part.
She is our dreams.
Dream, dream, dream.
I mean, I do have a particular affection for tieflings. That's documented.
And I showed you her picture. Do you need to be reminded? I got your picture. I think I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so.
Really?
Stop thinking about masturbation.
I will. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. So, yeah. She goes, yeah, there was a fellow like that. War speaks oddly truth.
She generally does.
Generally does.
Still not certain when it is that you encountered this particular winged elf. But if we do have allies in this strange land, it would be best to utilize them.
Yeah, we saw Alexandria fall.
She's not wrong.
I suppose at this point I should not be surprised.
Shit, I posted in the wrong chat.
I chatted in the wrong post.
Oh my god, this is great. We could have a sky adventure with war and and your sky elf
Choose your character.
and more of the case of you saying things to the party and war being like,
We're being like what? We're being like what? Now we'll never know.
That's because war is hell.
There we go. Right, chat.
Oh,
Just to remind you, that streak of white hair, that lovely dark hair, those lovely blue eyes, those red horns.
my Discord keeps crashing and I don't like it.
it's discordant.
Didn't it do that last time too? I think I remember you dropped a few times last time.
Well, there are times where I drop where it's because I accidentally my laptop accidentally closes because it has no hinge kind of thing.
Well, the Discord's been acting unusual lately.
Probably overloaded.
Yeah, that's true. Its infrastructure must be still under the strain of so many people being home.
So, yes, I mean, if there's another elf person out there, and you said clicks, I think you have enough way in to get in.
Me and him got a thing going on. We can I get him. He speaks funny and I can translate for him to normal people.
Where did we last see him?
Well, it was in a dream in Alexandria. So
It says he
that
works
doesn't
at the
help.
libraries.
The libraries.
The Sky People's Sky Elf City. Remember his name, Erica?
Elildrin, it began with the E.
Elion.
Elion. Yeah, Elion. That's
Elion Auroriel, he introduced himself.
Elion.
Yeah, we can just say we have a meeting with him. He seems smart enough. Oh, Famine wouldn't like him. He doesn't like fighting. Famine does the whole
I can
coward
see the
then.
for him.
I definitely don't think. To which Death will say, I definitely don't think we should bring Famine a diplomatically sensitive mission. And on that matter, I don't think I should go either. In my race.
Are you certain?
Check your phone.
You are erudite and connected.
Yes, but if one of those sky seekers tries getting haughty on him, I don't know if I could control myself. I usually try not to act better than other people. Other elves, with the exception of ones who have rather unfortunate and have other disproportionate for. I actually have had some excellent oh my god, out of character I just realized she's pulling the I have drow friends. This is not what I was intending to do.
I have drow friends. Jeez.
Quinn will roll her eyes, just like. Oy.
I heard worse. I've heard people call elves terrible names before. especially
Don't even get me started on half elves.
starting with a K in one of them.
Somewhere, Ptolemy's ears are gonna start burning, and he's just like, "Dude, what?"
Somebody must like elves, or there wouldn't be so many half elves.
Right? Logic.
Humans can fetishize us to obscurity if we're not careful. No offense, Percival.
Well, Gimbal speaks up. Well, there are places where they're sex hells. I'm just gonna say that. Sex hells.
I have no class.
How sad.
Okay. But, I mean, you got clicks. It's perfect. You can use him.
When, you know,
War. What else are we going to take?
Well, if you lot don't mind, I'd like to tag along with this one. It seems to me, if you're unable to make inroads diplomatically, you might need some sneaking around, hey? Keep it under the radar.
Stands to reason, and if there's sneaking around, Pestilence just starts grinning wildly.
See, I like the way this girl thinks.
Well,
when
I
she's
mean,
not thinking inside the brain.
the thing about getting to a massive floating island, which is might as well be on its own continent for God's sakes. I just find that a big giant ship was guards flying around probably all the time doing shift those might be a giant target.
What if it was a much smaller ship?
I mean, that would be ideal.
We're gonna need a smaller boat.
That came to my mind exactly the same time as Lexi, but Lexi was a bit faster at saying it than I was.
Somewhere, Steven Spielberg just sat up sharply and went, "Hey! Stop that!"
Because we made that reference before. I know I have.
It is my favorite quote from that movie.
Oh, it's legendary.
Oh,
I haven't even seen that movie, and
we
I quote
mentioned
that line
that on
all the fucking time.
I swear we mentioned that sometime during the podcast.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. If you don't mind sharks.
Yeah, if you don't like sharks, I wouldn't recommend it. Oh, so true story. When my dad saw that movie back in, when was it? The 80s, right? Or the set?
Yeah.
When my dad saw that movie, he did not want to go scuba diving for a long time because of that movie. That movie had a big effect on a lot of people. And,
Oh, yeah.
And my dad's like, no, after I saw that movie, I did not want to go scuba diving ever again.
That's the thing, though. Sharks actually, as proven, you're more likely to be injured by a donkey than you are by a shark.
To be honest, I don't think my dad's been scuba diving forever. I mean, I think he used to go scuba diving before I was born, but that was about it.
Well, given the statistics, if I'm scuba diving and I see a donkey, I'm getting away out of there fast.
You're scuba diving and you see a donkey. It's a pretty cool donkey.
It's an undead donkey with tentacles coming out.
Why would it have tentacles?
Because it bit the stable boy.
It derives its undead nature from Pestilence's patron. That's why.
Hey, he was a good pet. Would have been fine. The kid had it coming.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
heard
even
that
eating the
boy
stable
was in
boy.
that
It's
stable.
eating the stable boy in front of witnesses.
Yeah, he had it coming. Leaving his brain all exposed.
I mean, what?
He wasn't leaving his brain exposed until somebody bit through his skull.
Facts.
It's not his fault. No, that's not my little creature's fault. It just needed some food. Kind of want Pesty to still be slightly salty about it, but like just slightly.
We got her a new one.
We got you a new one.
Yes.
It got better.
Now everyone else has winged ones.
I'm working on it. I promise. It just needs to go ahead from the boss.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Talking about the bill that's on your desk, Mitch McConnell.
Bill me later. Do I look like a duck to you?
No, not at all.
You look more like a goose.
An untitled goose.
That's a wild goose chase right there.
Quinn
sound the
will
wild goose
extricate
chasing
herself from the conversation and go and try and retrieve clicks.
The question is, how many people should we bring along on this? And when I say that, I mean
Choose your character.
Nate, how many people do you want along?
I generally want one of each of you. And certain characters have to be involved. But generally, I want one of you to have one character.
Just wanted to make sure, because, I didn't want to...
Yep. I will be bringing Kate, but Kate will be staying on board. It's like
if you planned on something, I didn't want to bring two characters again and have that kind of be too much.
Yep, that's why I'm stating. I was going to state that in a bit. I was just stating that when you guys were like ready to go. Let's go, and I'm like, all right, all of you choose one character.
I'll bring Percy.
That makes sense.
Matt gets the two because he's got Quinn and Clicks.
Yes, Matt.
Well,
Can Rick
Matt.
bring both his fists?
Rick can bring what?
Can Rick bring both his fists?
Yes, that's allowed. Both of your characters are attached to one character, so that's fine.
What were you saying? What were you gonna say, Matt?
Yeah. If it's okay for me to bring both of them, I don't want to like overstep or override anything.
Yes, you can bring more than one character, but the other character that you have has to be on board the ship. They can't go on the island.
Okay. All right. In that case, Quinn may as well stay back.
Okay.
I'll if we do end up going to the Underdark, she would like to join in for that mission. Just for purposes of catharsis.
Yes, that's why I said that people are allowed to be on the ship if you need to be like, hey.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great way of doing it. So all of Apocalypse will be on the ship.
Okay.
But wait, I can decide at the time who's needed.
Exactly. So choose your one character that you are at the time that you need.
Okay.
Oh, so if it's gonna be at that place, it's gonna be the Sky Elf place is gonna be War.
Because they'll stay on the ship and you guys will go to your destination. Think of the ship as a hub because you can teleport between them too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a moving hub.
It's like Final Fantasy or whatever. We go back to the airship to change characters.
Yeah, pretty much like Final Fantasy VI and Final Fantasy VII.
Alright, I'm gonna be heading to bed soonish, guys. Just so you know, I gotta do some stuff before I go to bed because I gotta work in the morning.
Okay. All right. So, what are your plans? I know you're leaving, but where to? Are you going to Gob? Are you going to explore Gob? Are you going to Gob and then going to the island? Are you gonna shrink the ship? Are you gonna wait a day for Gimbal to make new gloves?
We are going to wait a day for Gimbal to make new gloves.
Ah, ha, ha. I figured that was your plan, by the way.
Because otherwise we'll be very small fighting people who are very big and Sky Elves.
It would be nice to relarge something that, or relarge yourselves.
Yes.
Tiny ship, everyone gets off. Put this ruin on you. Okay, expand.
And I will also make sure we have enough of the marker stuff to make expanding runes.
Mm-hmm. Irminsul will do it.
I think Irminsul, except for clicks, is going to they've spent enough time off the road that they need to get back onto their mission.
That makes sense.
So,
on the road again.
They're going to head to Hammerfall. And they'll ask Clicks to meet them there when he's done on the island.
Is Quinn chilling on the airship in case we go to the Underdark, or no?
No, Quinn would need to go with Irminsul. But if you go to the Underdark, I believe if you send them a message, Ptolemy can teleport her to you.
Need a message spell, do we?
Or,
well, I came up with something interesting, says Gimbal.
Oh?
Yes. It's on the ship. I attached it. I forgot to mention it. It's called a radio, but it sends the message spell through the box, which casts the spell and goes out to whatever your destination. You gotta tell it where you're sending it, to whom you're sending it, and then say the message.
Interesting. We'll give it a try. Quinn, I'd like to thank you for your help. And I had noticed that you have a growing interest in music.
I do a bit, yeah. Sort of developing my bardic talents. Yeah.
Have you achieved the first stage of mastery?
I've taken my first level in Bard, if that's what you're asking.
Well, in that
What's the
case,
level?
Since we're borrowing your party's main bard, I would like to lend you this in case any troubles come up.
Kate's like, what the fuck's a level?
It's a slang phrase. Shush. What? Sorry, Percy.
This is the DOS lute. It's a bardic-specific instrument. It does require time to get familiar with your spirit, but once you've accomplished that, it has some innate magics it can release each once a day at your bidding.
All right. Cheers, love. You sure? What are you going to use?
I've got 2 other lutes in my pack.
Well, you're prepared for anything, I'll give you that. Oh, it's got a nice heft to it. It's not too heavy, but solid. Thank you.
He did you a solid.
Did a bit.
I guess you could say some quality loot.
Yeah, and being a rogue, I know from loot. If there's anything I can do for you in return, please let me know.
I believe we're all in the same cause of saving the world.
I'm sorry, Jim, I didn't hear that.
I think we're on the same cause of saving the world.
There's a bit of truth to that. It's a fair cop.
Though I admit sometimes I wish it didn't require so much saving.
I just cleaned up in here, eh?
Well, someone has to do it, and you don't see any volunteers, do you?
I'll do it, Pestilence says. All I need is a bag of beans, and I can save the world.
Congratulations, you saved the world. Fan-fucking-tastic. So, you all wait a day, I'm guessing? Whenever you're sleeping? It's morning?
I think it's spellcasting supplies.
Uh-huh. And when you do that, you have enough time to recalculate any spells, any dice you need. You're fully, healing and whatnot.
Yeah.
Whatnot?
And I believe that tops you all off, fully.
With the hit dice and so forth?
Yes. So you have your full hit dice now.
Crumb will resummon Granny.
Knock, 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 knock on Granny's door. Sorry, what? Hello, come out, Granny. I got the lovely treat for you. Oh. I got all the horsies. It's not a call the horsey. They want to stay with me, right? No Gravity Fall reference? Okay.
Get the reference.
After my time.
You're not pure.
You are not pure of heart!
Unicorn. Okay, we're big jerks, okay?
What are you gonna do about it?
Unicorns. They're just a bunch of jerks.
All our horns do is play EDM music and like.
That's why I got a Pegasus.
So you sleep tonight, and then you all wake up.
There's probably a reason why unicorns aren't available on the Find Greater Steed list.
Yes!
They're jerks.
They're jerks!
Yes, that's the reason. Yes. No, they're higher CR.
Yes, of course. And they're assholes.
That's the reason. That all makes sense. So you wake up.
Higher C effective jerks.
So you all wake up, and Gimble's been staying up late. He has a cup of coffee. That's done. I knew it was important to you. It's not the first sleepless nights, and it won't be the last. He hands you
As long as the next one isn't tonight, I think you'll be okay.
hands you a magical item, the gloves of resizing. Now remember, it costs a level of spell depending on the size of the object that you're resizing.
Mm-hmm. And you said the ship is a 6th level?
Yes.
Okay.
Picture a great purple worm as a 9th level.
we met a purple worm?
Yeah, at a game, yes, you have.
Okay.
We've met several.
Yes.
Yeah, we fought at least one, maybe two in the Feywild maze, and then we fought a bunch in the desert.
Oh, okay.
Because I wanted to see how many I can try to kill you with. None. The none is the solution. 0. I can't kill you.
Yes, you can.
Well, not with purple worms.
Well, maybe 50.
Well, that would be different. I'm not sending 50 purple worms after you. That would be just ridiculous.
Might be a tad obvious.
Thank you.
I have to keep
Maybe
track
from
of
the-
so much HP. I would need an assistant DM to help me with all the number crunching and all the and then I would actually have to bring out the giant grid and all that, and just to keep track and make sure that I have letters. That would be tons of work that I'm not willing to do. Your death is not worth that much to me.
You
Thank
know
you,
how
I
you
think.
can easily kill players.
It takes work, especially high-level characters.
Send a banshee. All it takes is one failed save, and then they're immediately reduced to 0 hit points.
Well, I haven't done that, have I? Besides, that doesn't fit in my itinerary.
Okay.
You want to beat us. You don't want to just cheaply beat us.
That is definitely a cheap way to beat you. I'd rather not.
I accidentally did it to my players by accident.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
When I reduced half the players' hit points to 0, yeah.
All right, so
So we have breakfast?
you have breakfast. You have a fine meal that War prepared and all that, because she's actually sober. She had the whole day to recover. You all get on the ship and make your
Yep.
way. Fly, fly, fly.
We fly. We be free.
You fly over the hills, the rolling hills of Jasper. You go through the desert where in between where town of thieves. You notice the collapsed place of the pyramid. You notice the massive swamp on the side before New Dawn. The great kingdom slowly rebuilding itself. Still. I mean, it takes time to build a kingdom again.
Yep.
And you get to Mystia, because you don't want to go near the swamp because of the dragon.
Right. I want to leave some dragons left in the world.
The black dragon that guards the swamps. That's its home.
At some point, we'll have to deal with him.
Them.
Do we
Oh, more
want to
than
stop
one.
at see the Oracle?
If you want to stop at the Oracle, that is possible.
Let's do that.
And you make your way to Mystia. The town seems like it expanded. You see tents and new renovations coming up and everything. As Mystia is being expanded upon, because do you have a whole bunch of new people? Whoa, it's been weeks. They've had time.
New Dawn.
No, New Dawn's been doing that.
These are the
too.
refugees from Celestia.
Yeah, remember that? Or were you not there?
You said you said now we're in Mystia, so I figured you mean we're in New Dawn.
No.
No, we're in Mystia, which is where we brought the refugees from Celestia when the Void killed it.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's in between the pyramid and New Dawn, and the town of oops, that's not the name of that.
I thought it was Thieves' Camp.
It's Thieves' Camp, and then you have It's literally in the middle of between the old city, the Thieves' Cant, New Dawn, the pyramid. Mystia is above it. Have you actually been to Mystia?
Probably. Just literally can't remember at this point. I'm tired, and I think Rick has passed out.
Oh boy.
I'm so
No,
Oh.
Rick is still alive.
Hey!
Rick's been navigating the whole time. Are you telling Rick you need to stop at Mystia?
Yes.
So you guys stop at the outside. You notice, like, you have to start. You have to be further out than normal because of the new development that's going on. People are working, you know, setting up buildings and going out about their business, selling food and all that. And you make your way down and you notice that building was the car, the dead car that sits there, where the Oracle is.
Ah.
Her door opens up and it's like, I've been expecting you.
I would expect nothing less of you.
Come
Ooh,
in.
cliche.
Come on, Drakesbane. Come in. The heroes.
Patsy smiles that her name is stuck.
Well,
We keep running to Drake's.
your name is not just stuck. I know of it. I knew it before you knew of it.
I've been alive longer than you have, lady.
I
That's
beg to
very easy.
differ. She's blind, by the way.
It must be confusing to be an oracle.
I've seen all that has been and all this was. I've seen the threads of fate as drinking from the water of life. And you come to my doorstep once again. She has you all sit around a table. What can I help you with?
We are heading off to visit the Sky Elves
Yes.
for the next part of our quest.
Mm-hmm.
I have cleaned up the mess of the pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
We have found and lost companions from other worlds.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything we need to know for the next stage of our journey?
Yes. I will tell you this. Your next journey won't just be... You will need to be able to have a way with words. And be able to find an elf. An elf that works in a library. And all I can remember pictures was a picture of an E.
Okay. Well, that is far more than we had before. So
I know the guy.
What? I didn't hear what War said.
Wart chimes in. I know the guy.
There will be many trials ahead of you. Depending on which path you take, would lead you into any direction. When the orb is taken, the island will fall. This is fate.
what about those who live on it?
It's unfortunate. They will either have to move or be crushed by the impact.
Are there those who need to be moved from underneath it before it falls?
Yes, there are many. The Sky Elves have a keep of slaves and whatnot under the city to make it seem flawless. Kind of like Walt Disney. Disneyland.
Or the Inhumans. Helpful primates.
Those who they considered impure and everything or committed crimes are forced into labor or forced off the island. There are two punishments: slavery or death.
And if we're not cautious, they could get both at once.
Yes. It becomes a political battle. And if you go in guns blazing, there will be a declaration of war.
I say it's happy hour.
They're keeping slaves. We should bring an army.
Oh. Did you not hear what he was...
The trick is
the
to
Oracle was
rescue the
saying?
slaves and
Not cause them to act prematurely.
I know if you have an army, the slaves will be at risk. Innocent people will die if a war started.
It's kind of my thing to avoid war. Now I'm doing an accent.
Surgical strike then?
I think we need to trick them.
Well, whatever course you take, there's a leader of the Sky Elves, and he dictates what they do and their actions. He's the one that needs to be convincing. He's the one that is suppressing and providing racism. They believe in their leader. And he has the orb tucked away into a ancient Sky Elf hold that leads into literally almost another dimension. Its power seeps out slowly. It is a very perilous dimension with many, what can I say, many dimensions and ways, and easy to get lost.
Fucking maze.
It is more than just a maze. It's like an M.C. Escher puzzle. Picture that. Out of game, of course. As she
A
describes
fucking
it,
maze.
as he describes it, the stairs ascending, going upward and going downward and left and right and sideways right and downward. Those who try to travel and sneak in end up dying from thirst and hunger because they get lost.
Avoid the creepy cave.
No, it's a sacred temple where they hide the orb.
Where the orb that we seek is located.
Guarded, kept under lock and key, deep inside it. It might as well be a fortress of stone and iron. So whatever actions you may take, and if you can win the hearts of the people and bring back order from this tyrant, you will be successful.
we killed it?
is my local folk hero thing background gonna pay off?
Do what you must do, adventurers. The world lies on your hand. Fates, whatever fate you choose, whatever string you pull, is up to you. Your destiny lies in your own hands at the same time. If life begins anew every cycle, this will happen all over again. It's up to you to choose if we want to keep existing at this moment. I've seen fates where you become even gods themselves.
Hey Nathan.
What's up?
During the process of rebuilding the Gibraltar, Vic used his word of recall spell to designate the interior of the ship as a sanctuary.
Sure.
So if he ever actually casts the word of recall spell, he and up to 5 members, 5 willing creatures, can be brought back to that spot.
Okay.
So just establishing that if in case it ever becomes necessary, because he spent enough time with the ship and working on the ship that and because there was a shrine included in the building of the ship, shrines to creation and Thor and stuff like that, he's able to designate that space.
That's perfectly fine. I like it.
Thank you.
And if you complete this task of the orbs, if you choose to do what you wish with all the orbs, you can either destroy them, keep them for yourselves. Just remember, all of creation and all of Ugarth is held at your hands. If you seek guidance, come back, and I will help lead the way that you wish to take.
Thank you.
Is that my hands?
No. Understand this. There are many things calling out to you right now, whether you know it or not. Items of lore and legendary weapons, evil, anything will call out to you because they understand your power and your foothold within the line of creation. This is purely on your shoulders, and anything you do will affect everything, at the same time nothing. You have the power. Because that again, at this point, you guys are pretty much like demigods. Roaming the world, fighting other godlike creatures.
Thank you. At this stage, it is far easier to see what end result we would prefer to get to, and have no idea which steps would take us closer or further from that.
There's 2 sides. Well, 3 sides. There's the light, the dark, and everything in between.
It's my understanding that everything in between could not exist without the light and the dark.
Absolutely. It is a balance, or as the monks will tell you, a yin and yang. One can't exist without the other. Thus the cycle repeats over and over again.
There's positive Jing, negative Jing, and neutral Jing. The 3 Jings? Actually,
There's more.
let's focus on the third one.
There's more. I haven't even tell I've been watching too much Avatar.
Why I quoted Boomy.
I love Boomy. And at Legend of Avatar, The Last Airbender, Boomy's my favorite character.
I still like my headcanon where he's a Boomy's still alive in Korra.
I like to think he's reincarnated into the current Boomy in some way. Because he has a similar personality in some aspect, just more naive.
Like to hear my headcanon?
What?
We filled a hall under a under Omashu,
Yeah.
Creeping Crystal.
Oh, jeez.
And put a sign out front that said, "Wake me when you need me."
It would be awesome to see that Boomy around
The
again.
once and future King Boomy.
Yes. All right. Let's focus on game. We're almost done.
Okay.
Will there be any other questions? Anything you need, heroes?
I'm sure there will be stuff that we need. However, I feel that my head is full at the moment.
Yes, it takes time to progress and digest information.
Only digest food.
Yes.
That would be much easier on my head.
Well, stop by again as you take your leave.
Thank you.
Thank
We
you.
head out.
It's really fun. It's really fun playing Famine sometimes, just about how dense she is.
Only digest food.
Clicks has been uncharacteristically quiet the entire time. There's a ghost over his grave, so to speak.
Someone stepped on your grave?
Like there's a ghost over his grave, so to speak. And as y'all are leaving the Oracle, he'll kind of nod to her and say, "Sigyn," says I. And she thanks you for the advice from last time.
She goes up to you and puts out her hands. Put your hands in mine.
He'll lift his forepaws and
Puts them
put them in
together.
hers.
Everything by fate is decided. It is your time to shine. You will do well. You will do well. And you can feel like a warmth coming over you. Let the light guide you.
Sorry, say that again.
Let the light guide you.
Yeah, there's first time for everything. Thank you, ma'am.
Go.
But he will walk a little taller, and his tails will rustle appreciatively.
You could feel like a mother's love, kind of, a sympathy from her.
And that's something he hasn't felt for a good long time. So he's appreciative.
As most of you know, except for some of you, Oracle's been here forever, it seems like. Since the dawning of all of humans and elves and dwarfs and whatnot. She appears really old, but she seems to exist beyond. Like when you go to the Oracle, you feel like a certain upliftness, a certain still, but the air is like still. It's like there's some old here. It's just like it's enchanted. There's magic. It's just a lot going on in this one moment. It brings a little fear, but at the same time it calms you as well. Like, you know this is fate, so it can cause some anxiety, but at the same time, it's like a warm light. It's like when you look at
Rick gets that.
Oh, go on.
Sorry. Rick gets that shell-shocked look in his eye for a second. I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back.
Well, we're almost done, so.
Oh, well, all right. I'll wait it out.
Okay. You all approach the ship. I'm guessing you're all going to a gob, right?
Yep. There we can resize and plan our next stage.
Right now, it's just all story right now.
Yep.
You go up towards, and you see it. The darkness, the crackle of lightning in the sky as it shoots down at the darkness. You can see the clouds and the roar of thunder, but the darkness does not seem to be fazed by it. And this shining light, all frozen in time, was a wizard of the burst out of his cane staff. Just bursting with light, and the orbs assisting in that as it repels the darkness, and the darkness pushing against it in this moment of time, like a piece of artwork done. But it ain't no artwork. You know it's real. And there is the orb of time floating in the middle of it, trying to, as the cracks of reality start to split and everything. And you can see like distortions happening around it, and you feel like for one moment you are in the Feywilds, then another you're in the Shadow Realm, another you're in the Spirit Realm, you're in the Fire Realm. They're all just, the edge is so thin with cracks. Every moment feels confusing, and you feel burning, then hot, cold, wind, the elements, the cold steel of mechanicalness, all blended in one, as you can feel that divide. And then, down there, he lets you know, smiling and waving with his crown with the horns and everything, as he has his hand out, keeping the cracks from trying to further crack anymore. His long jet black hair and all that. Loki. Smiling. Keeper of his word. And you know what's under that smile. Venomous teeth. Like a slow poison in your veins.
Leading up to the sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Mm-hmm. And you make your way. As that gets further and further, you see the city frozen in time. Rubble, darkness, creatures of unholiness and dark shadow fin. Creatures so tall, dragons that you never seen before from a shadowy gate of nothingness. An army building and growing and slow as they march slowly out. Because time can only hold so much. That once glistening city that was full of computers and shyness of hope, beacon of hope gone, smothered by a void of nothing. And as you keep flying further, it gets further away from you as you see a lovely the part of the forest growing in this area. Trees are here and there. They're not quite close together. They're sparse. It's enough to you can see that people. You can see if people could walk through here easily, and you keep going as flying past as the sun starts to set, and then you see it, a ghostly town, nothing, eerily empty, void of life, nothing. And above the town is a circle, a stone circle. You can see stuff written, but you can't tell what it is. You see a clearing where you can land, right on next to that stone circle. Because you sense if you park on that stone circle, something bad might happen. It's foreboding. It's chilling. Death lingers in the air. Not death.
Exactly where we should park our circle.
Not death, but death. Not death, death.
Oh no, the other death.
The other death.
See, that's exactly where we should park our ship. That's the last place they'd expect.
And it has some kind of weird aura to it that's misty and black and purplish. That's foreboding.
Feels like home.
Feels like home. Where are we parking this, Mitch? Because you kind of need to rest.
Well, do we have to park it? Don't we have like some extra crew on board, or no?
At this point, it's ocean after this. Because you're literally on the coast. You can see the waves crashing on the beach and everything. The once harbor that was polluted, but you can tell the water seems off as you notice it's receding. Like you can see more of the docks than you ever really wanted to see, and then you see like a dead whale, and it just reeks of death.
All right. Is there like a lake nearby upriver?
No, there is no lakes. This is, if you were to look further, if you were to guide the ship around, you would notice several rivers that go out into the ocean. That's the, what do you call them? The in between salt and fresh water, that part.
Delta?
Yes. Which goes to the swamp, which filters into other rivers and whatnot that lead outward. The swamp is close here. You can see it.
Is this our swamp or the Black Dragon swamp?
That's the Black Dragon swamp. You didn't realize how far it would stretch out.
Well,
Did Gimbal give this ship any little fold-out legs so we could land on land?
Absolutely.
oh, sweet. Okay. Well, let's find a clearing near town then.
Well, there's that clearing I mentioned near the circle.
Let's hit that one.
Okay.
Can I look over the circle through the spyglass before we land?
Yes. You notice there's weird ruins on it. And you notice the ruins as you get closer. Look, you notice they are written in the ancient language.
Oh, good.
Hmm.
What do they say?
As you start to translate each one, it says, "Seal thy master, seal the the seal the gods, seal of those seal of those who are beyond us and more."
Maybe we should find a different place to park.
Yeah,
Oh, come on, you don't want the park right there? I think we can. I think we can edge out that little marking.
Well, it's the best spot. It's right next to it. Otherwise,
There's not like a fallow field or something we could park in?
oh well, you have to go all the way back where Celeste is in the field, and that's a bit of a walk from there.
All right. Well, I guess this is the spot then.
Unless you can clear the trees.
Well,
And we
I
can
guess-
just keep the ship in hover. We've done that before.
Yes, you have.
we have. I was thinking about that at first, but we don't have anybody to stay on board.
Crumb, pestilence, famine, death.
Kate.
Oh,
yeah. We
Yeah.
It's true. I do have two characters. One of them can stay back.
Rowan.
all right. I thought we already addressed that and said we couldn't do that, but
No, we said they can't. We said they can't get off the boat.
oh,
You choose one character to get off the boat.
all right then. That's what we'll do then. We'll leave the ship in the sky and I don't
we
know.
could
should we
use the
teleport
grappling
down,
hook to hold onto
down,
a tree so it doesn't drift off.
Fair enough.
He goes,
Yeah, we can
"I'm the
lock onto
captain
it."
now." Which Death responds, "I'll make sure she doesn't. Make sure it's all pristine for you when you return."
Yes.
Thank you.
I will remain here.
Crumb will back me up.
Yes. If need be, I can rejoin you at any time by climbing astride Grani and using his speed to catch up with you. I am but a moment away.
So you get down there. You make sure the ship is firmly anchored and all that. And you notice the housing and all that. It's a small place. Not big as the towns you're used to. And you notice it's very eerie here. Very eerie. You notice a playground nearby. And the things gently move back and forth.
Not even just Erie; it's Lake Erie.
It's
No,
Erie,
it's
Indiana.
Erie, Indiana.
That's what it is.
And then suddenly you swear for a moment you heard a child's laughter. But there's no one there. As you look around, one of the houses, a light comes on, like a candle was being lit. Pesty would relate to this town because it's rather old.
Too bad Pesty's not here. It's too bad it's just war.
So, if you're not from an older time, these are very old, archaic houses.
First age, second age.
They are more of first age, leaning close to second age.
And my dad thought I could never use that book of ancient archaeology I read.
If you look, there's that one candle, and then it goes out.
Go towards that hut.
You go towards it. The street's empty. Not a whisper. Just the wind. A rock floating in the air like normal. Because that's normal right now for some reason. Um, and you
Knock on the door.
knock on the door and it echoes, and no one answers.
Is the door locked?
The door is unlocked.
Open the door.
You open the door and it creaks. And the wooden door creaks. And you notice the house is full of cobwebs as you enter. Nothing. And you enter the room where that candle is lit, and you see a candle on a small table in a chair. And
Is the candle still lit?
No, the candle's unlit, and you can see some residue of smoke coming out.
I light the candle.
You light the candle, and then suddenly slam! The front door closes.
No, son of a bitch.
This is a good time for talking, I announced to the room.
It's quiet. Eerily quiet. And we'll
Anything else change in the room other than the door slamming shut?
Nope.
And everybody jumping halfway to the ceiling.
Literally scaring the crap out of you. Like, what?
Oh, I hope not literally.
Well,
Yeah,
you didn't shit
I
your
really
pants.
like these pants.
You didn't shit your pants, but it was very, like, all of a sudden, like, what the fuck? You're to a point where you're going to cast a cantrip, like, that reaction, you know?
Yeah, I cast Druidcraft to cover the stink of me shitting myself.
Are you wearing the brown pants?
He should have worn the brown pants today.
My pants are always brown.
All right, we'll end game here. Welcome to
On
Gob.
that note,
Welcome to Gob, everyone. Thank you. This is where you'll have to rest at some point, either in the ship or down below, wherever you choose.
In the ship seems slightly less haunted.
Yes, you're literally in a haunted town. And those who want to
it's super awesome that we brought the coward and left the guy with aura of courage on the boat. Great.
Yes, but we also could have, could have been pestilence.
And you know,
or famine.
If you were to go outside, the door opens normally, and there's nothing wrong with it. This place is definitely haunted. Someone does not want you here.
I don't want me here.
And if you're all brave enough, next session we could look at the giant stone disc with ruins on all over it in the ground.
I'd rather not.
What, you don't like ancient evils?
Oh, thing is, not famine. Pesty's not here to poke the bear for the fun of it. Or's too stupid, and Death is the smart one, and Famine wouldn't care. Wait, no. Did somebody say there's ancient evil?
No.
Anyone said that to Famine?
No. But it feels like ancient evil, and only Percival would be like, there's something ancient and evil about that.
Which Famine would take it as a challenge.
Challenge accepted! Thank you, everyone for joining. If you want to see more, like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Tell you your best parts, or what would you want to see more of, and everything. And thank you, everybody. And follow us on Facebook and our group. We have that stuff. And join our Discord if you want to join in the chat and listen to us actively. and you can actually chat in the Dungeons and Dragons live stream show chat. So, yeah,
Pretty great.
you can add your input to your campaign actively. Sounds awesome to me. And on that note, everyone, you have a good night and nerds.
Nerds.